at dadaling ka nito sa aming Facebook chat at pwede ka nang magtanong na may kinalaman sa DOST. Maaari ka rin magtungo at magtanong sa DOST Philippines Facebook page. Inulunsad ang DOST Info Service dahil layunin nitong matulungan ka tulad ni Igan at Liz. Ang dali at ang bilis, di ba? Ano pang hinihintay mo? Magtanong na sa aming go-to communication platform, DOST Info Service. I-like at i-follow ang aming official Facebook page para sa iba pang mga impormasyon. Maaari din kaming makontak sa email na makikita sa iyong screen. Para sa impormasyong masaligan at mabilis, DOST Info Service.
Ano bang meron sa panahon? Bakit nga ba ganun? Ang galaw ng mga ulap. Mababago ba ang sistema? Ng lipunang may problema. May sagot dyan ang siyensya. Hashtag ng DOST, ang National Science and Technology Week. Madaming opportunities, contest, webinars, exhibits. Buksan ang isip sa science and technology. Science is for everyone. Science is for everybody. Pagdiwang ng likhang Pinoy. Science is for you and me. At mundo, tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Science is for everyone. Mayroong pag-asa at solusyon sa anumang sitwasyon. Gamit ang teknolohiya, iisa ang layunin. Buhay at bayan ay paunlarin. Mga ideyang bago, heto na't makikita mo. Bid ng DOST, ang National Science and Technology Week. Madaming opportunity, contest, webinars, buksan ang isip sa science and technology. Science is for everyone. Science is for everybody. Pagdiwang ng likhang Pinoy. Science is for you and me. At mundo, kahit saan ka man, nandito ang anghang. Walang maiiwan, sama-sama tayo. Para sa community, para sa economy, technology is the key, and innovation's here. Science is for everyone. Science is for everybody. Pagdiwang ng likhang Pinoy. Science is for you and me. At mundo, tara na sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Tara na sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Tara na sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Science everyone.
Information is power. Access to information is critical. School children in remote areas hardly get access to good libraries. What more to the internet? All children, regardless of gender, economic, and social status, have the right to information, including SMT information. Information that would inspire them to become future doctors, inventors, engineers, entrepreneurs, researchers, and more. Starbucks is here to bridge the information divide. Starbucks, or the Science and Technology Academic and Research-based openly operated kiosks, is the first Philippine S&T digital library in a box with thousands of science and technology information materials from all over the world.
Hello?
Developed by the men and women of DOST
Hello.
Science and Technology Information Institute in 2011, Starbucks capsulized the DOST-STII's library into a digital box. Demand for this innovative and beneficial digital resource rose steadily, especially in economically marginalized schools and last-mile communities in the country. Through the years, Starbucks has worked with key industry players. From collection to dissemination of information, these partners have worked together with Starbucks in making a difference on how Filipinos.
Okay, so magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ayan, 2:00 na po at
Recording in
magsisimula po
progress.
tayo sa tamang oras. Sapagkat ang bansang may one time ay laging on time. Ayan, so tingnan natin yung mga pabati ulit nila dito sa Facebook Live tsaka sa Zoom. Ayan. So ang pinakaunang nakita ko dito is from Calatagan, Batangas, Miss Heidi Rapas. Ayan. Watching from Santo Niño Catholic High School, Taguig City. Ayan. Kumusta naman po ang naging hapunan ninyo? Okay. Busog na busog po ba kayo? Nakapagsyasta na po ba kayo? Ayan. Good afternoon from, wow, puro Batangas. Ayan, meron din po from Bulacan. Meron din from UP Diliman. Okay, meron din. Ito, malayo to, malayo. From Zamboanga del Norte. Ayan, magandang hapon po sa inyo dyan. Maayong hapon from St. Joseph School, Lasal. Ayan. Good afternoon from Tagum, Davao del Norte. Parang nung unang araw pa lang nandito na kayo. Hanggang ngayon kasama namin kayo. So, thank you so much. Ayan, from Legazpi City. Good afternoon, we're back. Sabi ni JC, yes, we're back and thank you for coming back. Watching from Tarlac State University. From Mariners Polytechnic College Foundation Legazpi. Ayan. Pa-shout out daw kay Flo. Nasaan si Flo? Oo nga. Ayan, from Plaridel, Bulacan. Ayun, nandun si Flo ngayon. Ay. Interesting afternoon from Davao Oriental State University Library. From Aklan Catholic College. Ayan. Good day to all attending virtually from Mondrian Ora College, Subic Bay. Wow. From Labo, Camarines Norte. From Alfonso Lista, Ifugao. O, diba? Ito yung kagandahan talaga ng may virtual, no? May online platform. So, kahit magkakalayo ang mga pulo natin, nagkakasama tayo dito. Okay. Mayad na hapon sa Intero from Veritas College of Irosin. Saan to? Irosin. Saan pong dulo ng Pilipinas po ito? Oh, Sorsogon. Oh. Mayad na hapon sa Intero. Ngayon lang ako nakabasa ng ganito. Sa Intero, sa inyong lahat, yun po ba ang ibig sabihin ng Intero na yun? Wow, ang galing naman ni ma'am. Amazing rainy afternoon. Ay, umuulan po ba dyan? Sa Lapu-Lapu City? Ayan. Tama nga po, sabi ni Ma'am Dolores, sa Sorsogon nga daw po yung Irosin. Wow! Galing! Okay, so meron din tayo from Naga City, from Lorma Colleges, ayan, from Laguna State Polytechnic University, Siniloan, Laguna. Ayan. So, kumusta? Kumusta po? Ano ang naging hapunan ninyo? It's raining hard here in Eastern Samar. Nako, ingat po kayo. Sa Cebu, muulan. Ayan. So, ingat po kayo dyan. At siguraduhin mamaya pagkatapos ng session at pag-uuwi na po kayo ay may dala-dala kayong payong. Ayan. So, okay. So, mukhang energized na kayo ngayong hapon. Kaya uulitin natin. So welcome pong muli sa ating session. Pang-ilang session na nga po natin to? 5 sa 5th session ng ating hybrid series, seminar series in celebration of our LIS month 2023. So, ang theme natin ng LIS month 2023 is Let's Libraries, Learning, Empowering, and Transforming Society through Libraries. So, nung day 1 natin, nagkaroon tayo ng first series. Ang naging topic natin ay Designing Out-of-the-Box Program. Tama ba? Designing Out-of-the-Box Programs for Libraries delivered by Miss Eunice Ann Y. Chua. And then, sumunod naman po kahapon ng umaga, ang topic natin is Generative AI and Libraries delivered by Mr. Dan Anthony Dorado. And then, in the afternoon naman po, we heard from Mr. Edgardo B. Quiros tungkol naman po sa the future of libraries, innovative spaces for community learning. Ayan. At kaninang umaga, maraming salamat po sa mga nakinig. Ayan. Ang topic po natin ay tungkol sa institutional archiving. Ayan. Sana po ay may natutunan po kayo doon. Okay. So, muli, ako po ang inyong moderator ngayong hapon. Ayan, hanggang bukas. So, wag po kayong magsasawa. Ayan, Irene Alice Brillo po. Okay. And, ito po ang ating mga house rules. So, siguro yung mga nag-attend since day 1, na-memorize nyo na tong house rules natin, no? Okay, so this webinar or hybrid seminar is being recorded for documentation purposes, and the recordings link will be sent to your email address along with your e-certificate. So, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at DOST-STII Library to watch the recordings of our previous webinars or sessions. And then second, in asking your questions for our Zoom participants, kindly use the Q&A chat box. And for our FB Live participants, please use the comment box. You can post your questions while the presentation is ongoing. Ayan. And then finally, DOST-STII will provide an e-certificate of participation to all participants who successfully accomplished both the attendance form and evaluation form. So, the certificate of participation will be sent to your email within 10 working days after this event. So, that will be December 6, 2023. And speaking of attendance, ayan, so flashed on the screen, also already in your chat box and in the comment box for our FB Live participants is the link for our attendance. So wag po ninyong kakalimutan na mag-attendance. Ayan, sa mga nagkakaroon po ng problema sa pagbukas ng attendance link, pwede po kayong mag-refresh ng inyo pong mga browsers, ayan, or mag-clean ng cache para po makapasok or makapagbukas po kayo ulit ng G-form. Ayan. So, okay. Habang nagsasagot kayo ng attendance form, tuloy natin ang pagbabasa or pag-shout out sa inyo. Okay, so, wow! We have here from IFSU, pehed ni maagaw tayo ni Amin. Pehed ni maagaw tayo ni Amin. Yes. This is our language. Kalanguya. Yes. So, magandang hapon sa ating lahat. Opo. Aha. Okay. Na-amaze ako. May nakikinig pala. Okay. Parang yung attendance form, evaluation form siya, dapat attendance form. Ay, ma'am. Ay, okay na daw po, Sir Migo. Ayan. Thank you so much po. Okay. Inayos na daw po. Kindly recheck po. Pagka ganun pa din po, ayan, mag-feedback po kayo sa amin para i-check ulit namin kung hindi pa siya naayos. Okay. So, from STI College, Santa Maria, Bulacan. Okay. From, okay, Naga City. Okay. Sir Alvin? Oo nga. Nandito siya. Okay. Okay, so may mga kasama din tayo from Caraga State University. Ayan, Kolehiyo ng Subic, Zambales po. From City Public Library of Calapan, Oriental, Mindoro. Shout out from Lyceum of Tuaw Library. Ayan, saan nga po ang Tuaw? Tuaw. Okay, Napyang, ito. Paano ba ito basahin? Napyang Tanga-Algaw. Okay. Napyang Tanga-Algaw. So, magandang araw. Ganon po ba yun, Sir Jason?
Recording in progress.
Ayan. We also have here, ayan, shout out daw sa mga taga-Letran Kalamba. From NDDO General Santos City. Madulom nga hapon pero mainit nga pagtamyaw sa tanan from Bacolod City. Madilim na hapon pero mainit na pagbati. Ganun po ba yun? Ayan. Okay. Ang sarap matuto ng mga ibang language, no? Okay, from Fairview, Quezon City. Parang ang lapit pero ang layo-layo din, no? Dahil sa traffic. Okay, from DepEd Caraga. We also have here from Dagupan City, Pangasinan. Good afternoon for daw. Shout out sa Best Link College of the Philippines, Quezon City. From Zamboanga City, Tumalutab Elementary School. Ayan, maayong hapon sa tanan. Good afternoon from STI College, Legazpi, Albay. Ang STI usually, may mga nagkakamali na akala po nila STI ang STII. So may mga nagtatanong sa amin ng courses. Ganun. Opo, so nami-miss, paano ba? Akala nila ganun nga. So kung may branch din daw po ba kami sa ganitong lugar? Ayan. So magkaiba po ang STI sa STII. Okay. Sa STII po, dalawa yung I niya. Okay, maayong hapon sa tanan from Tagbilaran, Bohol. Maayong hapon from Cebu Technological University Library. Okay. Ayan, so kumusta na po? Nakapag-attendance na po ba tayo? Ayan, kung nakapag-attendance na po ba tayo at kung nakapag-attendance na po kayo at ready na po kayong makinig ngayong hapon, pa-chat po ako ng ready. Ayan. Ready, ha? Shout out daw kay Ato Morales ng Starbucks. Ayan. Ayan yung mga nasa iba't ibang sulok ng daigdig. Ayan, kilala nyo na po ang ating coordinator ng Starbucks. Ayan. At kung sino po sa inyo ang interesado magkaroon ng Starbucks, ayan, magpadala lang po kayo ng mensahe sa starbucks.dost@gmail.com. O kaya, nandito siya. Starbooks at stii.dost.gov.ph. Ito po ay libre na database na pinapamigay sa lahat ng mga interesado. Ayan. Uulitin ko po, libre po ang library database na ito. Okay, so sa ating mga nasa Facebook Live, ang sabi nila, ready na daw sila. Ready daw. Okay. At dahil ready na kayo, ayan, ganun din sa Zoom. Super ready. Ayan, parang sa battery, ever ready. Okay, at dahil ready na kayo, ipapakilala ko na ang ating speaker for this afternoon. Okay, so our topic for this afternoon is basic concepts on gender and development for librarians. Our speaker is currently the Supervising Science Research Specialist at the Gender and Development Unit of the Department of Science and Technology. With a background in law and psychology, she brings a pragmatic approach to her role. She served as the team leader for DOST-wide orientations on God concepts and gender-responsive planning. Her accomplishments include supervising the development of the DOST God Kit, contributing to the God Timpala of DOST and regional offices, and earning recognition as the best technical advisor provider by the Philippine Commission on Women in 2012. In addition to her role at DOST, she is involved in external professional activities. She remains dedicated to promoting gender sensitivity and mainstreaming in various sectors, contributing to national efforts for gender equality. With honor, I would like to present to you our speaker this afternoon, Ms. Maria Fe B. Singson.
Thank you very much, Ms. Irene, for your generous introduction and for captivating the audience. Okay. Sige, sandali lang po. Okay. Hello, participants, both in Zoom and in Facebook. Happy to see your name on the screen, and it's my joy to serve you. Unang tanong ko po, which is not included in my presentation, paki-type po your answer in the chat box. Why are librarians important? Okay? Bakit importante po ang mga librarians? Let's see your answer. Kindly write on the chat box. Bakit po mahalaga ang mga librarians? Kasi may connect po yan dito sa ating topic on basic concepts on gender and development for librarians. Okay, the question is, kindly write on the chat box, bakit mahalaga ang mga librarians? What's your... Okay, yan. Sige nga. You can read it for me.
Oh!
Ano ang mata ko dyan?
Ay, okay. Sige po. Wala pang sumasagot sa Zoom. Tignan natin sa Facebook. Ayan. So, ang tanong po ni ma'am, bakit daw po mahalaga ang mga librarians? Ayan. So, sabi po dito, librarians are also educators in such a way that they impart knowledge through books and other library materials.
Okay.
Ayan.
What else?
Hello?
Yeah, sige po.
Ayan. And then, sabi dito, to provide services in diverse users. Librarians are keeper of knowledge. They are the one who give life in library. Kung wala sila, walang library. Oo. Librarians are important because they are the one who leads the heart of the school. They keep and have access in information. Tapos sabi, they provide services and knowledge. Tingnan natin sa Facebook. Wala pa sa Facebook. Okay. Ay, gano'n. Dito. Forward. Okay. Ayan. Oh, sige. Gusto ko yan. Okay. And then, sabi niya, anong una mong sinabi, Miss Cherry? Because we take risks. Mahalaga daw yung mga librarian because we take risks. Ganun ba yun? Okay. Librarians are the ones who classifies and organize books for easy access and easy retrieval. And then, librarians and library media specialists help people find information and conduct research for personal and professional use. They play a vital role in ensuring that everyone has access to information, serves as research assistants and social workers.
Wow. Okay.
And then, taking care of the library and its resources and also the need of the library users. Ayan. So, mukhang alam naman po nila, no?
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you for your answers. So, therefore, mahalaga ang inyong papel when we are talking about access to information and the services that you will provide. Because in this topic on the concepts of gender and development, we need to understand first ano ang role na gagampanan mo in ensuring that your clients who come to you and look for books, I must serve mo in a proper way. Be it male, female, old, or young. Okay? So this afternoon, I'll be sharing about the basic concepts on gender and development for librarians. So the flow of discussion, I'll be talking about, next slide please, what is God? And so concepts on foundational concepts. So sex and gender, socialization and power, and discrimination and manifestation of gender bias. And then we also have power relations. And then for the question, why do we need to implement God? Bakit mag-God? And it talks about our legal mandates, our compliance to requirements, and then commitments, and of course, the obligation we have as duty bearers. And finally, on the question on how. Because after knowing what and the why, you need to address it by coming up with a solution. So as government agency like STII, they have come up with a plan, included in the GAD plan and budget, to ensure that they address the gender issues of their agency or in terms of services that they provide and the way of addressing it or using the process called gender mainstreaming, which is provided under the Magna Carta of Women. Okay, so let's begin with the data of men and women. So we have what we call the next slide. Next, we have this global gender gap index. So this comes up with a report after assessing the status of gender equality between men and women. And it focuses on the 4 dimensions of education, health and survival, livelihood or access to economic participation, and then of course education. So let's take a look at how the Philippines fared in 2023. So let's take a look at the result. Next slide, please. I'm sorry because good. Maraming salamat. Kanina pa ako naghanap, ano bang gagawin ko dito? Tingnan mo. I was looking at the floor director. Iba naman pala ang ano, floor director. Nandito mo kailangan tingnan si technical person. Okay. Sige. So I'm sorry na hindi gaano klaro dito sa ating let. Pero diyan sa makikita ninyo that wala si Pilipinas in the top 10. And you will know later where the Philippines is in the standing afterwards. So we have number 1, we have Iceland, and then followed by Norway, Finland. Number 4 is New Zealand. Number 5 is Sweden. Number 5, Germany. Number 7, Nicaragua. Number 8, Namibia. Number 9, Lithuania. And number 10, Belgium. And at the current pace, where the regions are likely to close the gender gap for the East Asia and the Pacific, okay, we will have to wait for 2012. Can you imagine? Anong year tayo? 2023. Ma-reach lang ang gender parity in 2012. Can you imagine? Nandun siya sa dulo, 2012. My God. Ang ating bang mga anak ng ating mga anak. Okay? So, yun. And ang pinaka, na maka-reach ng parity is yung Latin America, the first one, the yellow, in 2076. Ngayon, 2023 pa tayo. So, ano ba yung 2076? Okay? So, yon. Now, let's go to the standing of the Philippines. In East Asia and the Pacific, Philippines is number 2. And overall, nag-number 16 na po si Philippines. Okay? So, nandito na po tayo sa pangalawa in the East Asia and the Pacific, together with number 3, Australia, and Singapore, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, Mongolia, Indonesia, and Cambodia. And if you noticed, marami po sa East Asia na ating mga neighboring countries ang present. Okay, next po. Next slide. Regarding po sa ng Pilipinas. Next slide po, dyan sa my Facebook. Ay, dito, yan ba? Yan, okay. So, this one, okay. So, pasensya na hindi talaga siya mabasa kasi masyadong maliit. But nevertheless, in terms of the, sa Pilipinas, economic participation is 0.79. We're ranked number 17 in that. Educational attainment is 0.999. That we're in number 2, 32 pala. Health and survival, we're in, it's 0.968. Malapit na rin sa health. But in political empowerment, it's 0.409. Why? Only a few women are in the position. Starting with our Vice President, and then sa Senate, ilan lang po ang babae, and then the Congress, and then go to the local government units. Okay? So yun po. Next. So, when it comes to, yung standing ng Philippines, we're always in the top 20. Now, we have the double digit in 2017, beginning 2017, and then in 2018, we went down to rank number 8, but going to 2020 hanggang 2023, 16, 17, 19, 16. So far, maganda ang ng Pilipinas. Okay, next. Ito po ang It will take for another 40 years for women and men to be represented equally. Next slide po dyan sa Facebook. Yan. Can you imagine? 40 years. And then, in terms of the number of, only 57% of women na sa baba ay Hindi ko mabasa rin. Okay. Dito sa ano. Ay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay. We have more than 1 in 4 women have been subjected to violence against women. Kaya ganun katindi. And so therefore, we need to strengthen our gender responsive budgeting. Now, the figure here is from the UN in terms of addressing gender equality, pero konti pa lang talaga in terms of using the budget for God. Now, take a look at the performance. Next slide. So, next slide. Ng mga countries in terms of the SDGs since 2015. Tingnan niyo po. So far, next slide dyan sa inyong ano. Si number 5, which is gender equality and climate change po. SDG number 13. Wala pong bansa na may maayos na ano, doing well in that, yung nag-address talaga yung maayos yung performance nila on this. Because currently, there's still a problem on this. Ensuring equality between women and men and the need to address the climate change. Okay? So yun. Now, in terms also of the data of men and women in the Philippines, okay, tingnan natin po. As of 2022, we're ranked 13 with 1.42% of the world population. Grabe ang kadaming mga Pinoy, no? With 57.666784, or correspondingly, it's 49.9% ang female or women compared to men, 58,009,902. So, ang slight ng difference. But we thought na marami ang babae. Why? Bakit kaya? Sa tingin nyo, parang maraming babae sa ano ngayon eh. But the data shows, mas marami ang lalaki. Bakit? Maraming mga nag-trans, maraming ng damit, katabi mo, akala mo, babae, yun pala, mas sexy pa sa babae, di ba? Kaya, ang assumption natin, maraming babae, but actually, based on the data by country meters, this is real time, no? As of 11:20 kaninang umaga, that's the data for the Philippines. In terms of life expectancy, for both sexes, women have higher life expectancy, 74.7 as against 68.7. Okay? And in terms of violence against women, now, currently, we still are addressing this problem year after year. And comes November 25, we're going to start with our campaign to end vow. Okay? So tingnan niyo po ang data dyan for the emotional violence ang mataas. Ano ba yung emotional violence? Lahat ng mga ang damdamin ang tinitira dito in terms of how a woman is being treated, followed by physical violence, which is 6.4%, and then 2.3% for sexual violence. Now, a percentage of women aged 15 to 49 who have ever experienced any form of physical, sexual, or emotional violence is what? 17.5%. And then the top 3 reported cases of vow in 2021. So we have physical violence, followed by rape, and then acts of lasciviousness, 1,505. Okay. Now, in terms of mga region na mataas yung vow cases by in terms of yung Ang perpetrator ay current or most recent husband or intimate partner. Mataas po sa Region 5, followed by Region 1, and then Mimarupa. Sa NCR, medyo mababa siya, 13.4, second to the lowest. At ang pinakamababa talaga ay BARM. Of course, culturally, di ba? Ano nila ang mga babae. Okay, next. For clients served by DSWD as of February 2022, we have victims of trafficking is the highest, 190, followed by sexually abused women and psychological and emotionally abused women. And then for children, in terms of sa mga batang babae, the case on sexually abused is the highest, followed by neglected and then victims of trafficking. On the other hand, ang mga boys naman, the highest is about neglect, and then followed by abandoned children, and then victims of child labor. Now, I tried to look for the data of librarians in the Philippines, but the only one that I found is taken from the National Library of the Philippines on the status of Philippine public libraries and librarians. And based on this report, most of the librarians, officers in charge, and library staff are women. That's 84%, and men account for 15%. So tingnan mo yung disparity. Bakit kaya? Mas mataas ang ang number ng kababaihan as librarians compared to men. Ano sa tingin nyo? Aha. Because? Ano? Can you write in the chat box? Why do you think there are more women librarians than men? Okay, kindly check. Bakit? Huh? Stereotype. Okay? Yes, stereotype. And then, yung education kasi nakaano sa mas masipag po. Ayan. Mas masipag po. Okay. And then may tanong pala dito, bakit walang data na inabuso ang lalaki? Bakit sa tingin nyo may walang data? Actually, may data. Hindi ko lang sinama. Kasi maliit ang data ng lalaki. Because it will be, what? A stigma doon sa lalaki, and they go to the violence desk in police station and say, I'm a battered husband. Tapos ang laki ng katawan mo, and then you say, I'm a battered husband, di ba? So parang may ano din siya na bihira lang ang mga number of men who are abused. But actually, there are cases of men abused by women, pero not as high as women because of their status and economic capability ng lalaki. But makikita mo naman, lalo na pag mas educated ang babae at mas may pera ang babae, doon mo makita. Okay? So, in the focus group discussion, based on this report, representatives from the public libraries and the National Library of the Philippines staff say that the profession and the work which require nurturing, care, and patience with work details and in dealing with clients tend to appeal more to women. Kasi nga, yung nurturing and caring attitude of women. Okay. Because women is much more patient than men. Okay. Thank you, Miss Ophelia. Men assumes that library works are boring. Oh, sino ba? Okay. And then, magsiship muna mula sa engineering ang mga lalaking librarians. Okay. Okay. Meron data ng boys sexually abused. Hindi lang namin sinabi dito kasi ano na siya, generalized. Women are detailed-oriented, more patient. Sa mga kids ko, boys ko pa sabi pang sa mga kids ko, boys ko sabi pong girls daw library work. Okay, this is from kanino to? So, hindi ko mabasa yung name. Okay. So, yon. Now, nakita ninyo yung stereotype na-embed talaga siya because the nurturing and the caring attitude of women are shown in the library task and work. Okay. So next. Now, this time, why do we have to conduct this gender sensitivity training? Now, I'd like to commend the STII, your agency, for coming up with this activity for the third time. Why? Because this is to address or to help your clients understand that as librarians, they have a sensitive role in ensuring that boys and girls or women and men can really access the books, the information that they have in a way that will not discriminate or that will not prevent one sex from the other from availing. So, and also it is provided under the Magna Carta of Women that especially the implementing rules, it says in section 27 that all government and private training and learning providers shall develop and implement gender sensitivity training and program. Okay. Sige po. Next. So ano po ba ang pagiging gender sensitive? So when you say gender sensitive, you are aware that there are disparity between a man and a woman in terms of access and control of resources. And we call this as gender issue. Diba? So may problema. So, issue. Pero specific siya na gender issue because these are problems that men and women experience because of society's definition of the masculine and the feminine roles, rights, and capacities. So may na si society of how a man or a woman should behave. Now, one of the best possible strategies to minimize gender discrimination in our society is what? To promote gender awareness at all levels. Kailangan aware ka, there's something wrong in this. Why women are prevented from engaging or from participating in this productive activity. O bakit lalaki lang, vice versa. And then these tasks are for women. Bakit may mga lalaki or the other way around? So ganon. We are ensuring that men and women can both participate in and benefit from development. Okay, now let's go to the concepts. Now I will define gender and development based on the law, okay? Because gender is an important consideration in development. It is looking at how social norms and power structures impact on the lives and opportunities available to different groups of men and women. So, pag sinasabi mong social norms, pamantayan sa lipunan. Okay, so take a look at this. Gender development, according to the Magna Carta of Women, is a development perspective and process that is participatory and empowering, equitable, sustainable, free from violence, respectful of human rights, and actualization of human potentials. Ano po, next slide po. Ano po ang ibig sabihin ng perspective and process? So, how do you see or view development? So, all government agencies, we have a role to play in development. Kaya binibigyan tayo ng budget, di ba? So there's nothing in the budget that is not for development. So how do we see it from the perspective of gender and development? So we must ensure that development benefit all Filipinos, men and women, boys and girls, rich and poor, and young and old, educated or not, and other intersectionality. So there is always a gender concern. So, halimbawa po, if you see that gender is important in development agenda or initiative, it should be included in the process. So, when you say participatory, How can you ensure participatory? You have to consult. Okay? You have to consult, or you give opportunity for the stakeholders to participate so that you will know their needs, and it can be addressed correspondingly. And when you say empowering, nagbibigay ng kapangyarihan, because in consultation, you will give them the opportunity to voice their uh, views and opinions or thoughts, and then it can be given due consideration. So parang, wow, kasama kami dun sa pag-develop ng project na yan. So it is empowering on their part. Sustainable, pang matagalan, okay? Pang matagalan siya, or sustainable. Ang equitable naman is dealing fairly or nararapat. And then free from violence, because we know that violence is an unproductive activity in the development process. So kailangan walang violence. You cannot see a place whose economic development is not doing well. Ano sabihin mong na may improvement? Wala, hindi. Kung walang, kung may makita kang violence doon, it will not be one showing the improvement or development. Okay, respectful of human rights. These are interconnected, because we know that what is basic universal human rights, the right to life, liberty, and property, di ba? And that is the right also from womb to tomb. So yung right to education, right to exercise your profession, universal right mo yan, okay? And actualization of human potential. So there's an intrinsic potential inside of us that must develop to its fullest in order to be happy and enjoy the benefits of development, okay? Now, ang kasunod po, another meaning of gender development based on the law is it seeks to achieve gender equality as a fundamental value that should be reflected in development choices. So, tungtungan, not add-on. So magiging stable, matatag if gender is part of the development process. So that's why in the preparation of our God plan, tinitingnan ka agad dyan, is it about addressing the gender issue towards gender equality and women empowerment. And then the third is contends that women are active agents of development. So when you say active, ano po siya? She is free to express, and then yung voice niya, especially during election and mga programs in the implementation of the programs, nandoon mga kababaihan, they're given the opportunity to participate. Aktibo po sila, okay? So gender equality is a principle of proactive nature requiring positive measures by the state. Okay, so yun. Next. Let's go to, okay, sorry. So, next po, the basic in the discussion of God begins with sex and gender. So, ang tanong ko po, pareho po ba ang sex and gender? Pareho, hindi? Of course, hindi. Okay. So, tingnan niyo po, no? Let me first focus on sex. So, tingnan po natin dito. Okay, next slide, please. So, we have sex is characteristics nila in terms of genes. So, you have the XX for women, for female, and then XY for male. And then reproductive organ, you have what? The sperm donor para sa male, egg donor, female. And then reproductive cannot give birth or breastfeed si male, but si babae can give birth and breastfeed. So natural sa babae na manganak. Okay, unless there are problems sa kanyang reproductive organ. Then mammary organs fully developed po ang sa babae, but sa lalaki underdeveloped. And then for body hair, you see here noticeable po yung balbas sa lalaki, sa babae di gaano. And then for voice, it changes at puberty for male, and for female, minimal lang po ang change. So, in this case, pareho po siya in the sense ng lalaki at babae. The only difference in terms of system is the reproductive system. And that spells the difference later on sa problema nilang sa lalaki at babae. Bakit? In terms of, pareho eh. But, magka-problema yan, for example, when sa pagkain, di ba? Yung kakain, you will take a look at the difference between sa lalaki at babae sa kainan. Ang babae, maraming rice. And then tatanungin, bakit marami kang rice? Tapos nakalain, para kang construction worker kumain. So para bang naka-attach sa pagiging construction worker yung maraming rice, parang ganon. So there's nothing the only thing that differs between a man and a woman is the reproductive system. All the rest po pareho. Okay? So yun po ang So regardless of across time, different societies and culture, sex is constant. It may differ in size and color, but the function is the same. Now, as of 2017, the global movement on gender equality has not incorporated the proposition of gender besides women and men, or gender binaries, or gender identities outside the gender binary na lalaki at babae. Okay? So yun. Now, after learning sex, let's take a look at gender. So ang gender po refers to the differences between women and men that is what? Socially determined. So this is socially and culturally constructed. So si society ang nag-defined ano ang babae, anong lalaki, at anong gagawin niya. So ito ang problema din natin. Okay, next po. So in terms of roles, what are the roles? For women, ang kanyang role, reproductive. So kailangang manganak and then take care of the kids. Ang lalaki, productive. Society expects them to work and support the family. So yun ang expectation. Now, for activities deemed by society as appropriate for males and females. So yung mabibigat kanino? Sa lalaki. And then yung like military and other mechanical thing pang lalaki, appropriate nga for male, tapos sa pang babae, yun na yung makikita ng education, yung mga nursing, at saka yung mga social work. Okay? Behavior expected of males and females. Ang babae, walang problema sa babae, natural iiyak agad, no problem. Pero pag lalaki iiyak, anong sinasabi? Oh, bakla, mahina, di ba? And other mga sinasabing words which is demeaning also for them. So kung may mga demeaning words for women, meron din para sa lalaki. So both women and men are victims of stereotyping. Okay? So yon. Now, let's go further to the difference. Okay, next slide po. Now, Gender is what? Socially and culturally constructed, whereas sex is a biological fact. Where you are born male or born female with your reproductive organs. But may pagbabago yan according to your choice later on. Okay? Next, ang gender is created, produced, reproduced, and maintained by social institution. What do you mean by this? So it's society that creates this gender norm. Now, go to the Muslim countries. Go to the Japanese na iba-iba ang kultura. Even in our country, iba ang mga Bisaya, iba ang mga Ilocano, mga iba-ibang So may kanya-kanyang nuances or ganyan ang mga Batanggenya, mga Kabitenya, mga malalakasim, matatapang. Pero punta ka sa Ilongga, wow, very soft ang Ilongga. Pero nagagalit na yun, pero soft pa rin, di ba? Oo. So may mga ganun talaga, siya sa iyong culture. Now, why sometimes yung in a family where the husband ay maiwan and then the wife is the one who works abroad, di ba? Lahat ng trabaho sa bahay, sinong gagawa? The husband, unless mag-hire ng helper. Pero hindi pwedeng mag-hire ng helper, yung wife niya. Nako, pagbalik niya, wala na yung husband niya, di ba? So, either a family member or the husband. But basically, it's the husband who does the work of the mother. But when the wife comes, so si wifey na ang gagawa din kasi natural niya yan ang work, di ba? Pero sa sex is natural attribute the person is born with. The husband is, the male is the sperm donor and that sperm determines the sex of the child. Ang babae naman, egg donor. And then yun, hindi po pwedeng magkapalit. Hindi po pwede. Kasi God-given. Nakakita na ba kayo ng lalaki na buntis? Wala. Kasi yan yung binigay. That's your reproductive organ. But, meron tayong nagiging trans man na buntis. Kasi babae nga siya eh. Pero, sad to say now, even in the States, because of this gender, sometimes nalilihis na sila eh. They were asked, do you believe, kasi may dun survey about, do you believe that a man get pregnant? Alam mo yung sagot na nila, yes. Teka, sandali lang. Parang, sila, out of this world. How can they say that a man can get pregnant? Wow, hindi na po. Kasi talagang physically, it cannot unless trans man. Kasi natural, mo yan. Okay. Gender is acquired, learned, and can be unlearned. Anong ibig sabihin mo yan? So, both husband and wife, man and a woman, can do the things at home. Okay? Magagawa niya yan pareho eh. But by the time na may gagawin ang isa, and natutunan niya yun, ma-acquire niya yun, di ba? But when the problem or the situation is already okay, i-unlearn niya yan because the person who is supposed to do is already there. So may mga ganong cases. Pero sa sex is natural, it's born, it's fixed. Next, gender characteristics are not universal. It differs from one society to the other. So as what I've said, iba-iba ang kultura. But sex characteristics are universal. Next, dito tayo magkaroon ng problema. Gender characteristics are marked by inequality. So we have so many policies, programs where men and women cannot participate or avail of the services because discriminatory policies and laws are in place that would prevent them from accessing the services. So we must ensure that our policies are gender sensitive and then responsive at most para both can participate. Sex characteristics are equally valued and equally important in terms of reproduction. And then in gender, it uses the term masculine or feminine, and then the sex uses term like male or female. And then, so when you say interchangeable, so yung productive role and other roles na ginagampanan ng lalaki na supposed to be pang babae, okay, can be, interchange. So pwedeng magawa. The only thing that cannot be done is in terms of the sex roles, okay? So sex roles can be performed by only one of the sexes. And then gender, my time and place bound. So for example, if a particular gender issue is addressed, at na-address na siya, so solve na ang niya through a policy or an activity. So wala na siya, naayos na. But for sex, regardless of time and place, manatili siya eh. Now, there's a joke na bakit walang Philippine Commission on Men? Philippine Commission on Women. Because sa Pilipinas, patriarchal tayo for the longest time. We're still battling on equality. And the data on the Global Gender Gap Report shows that there's really a disparity in terms of political and education. Pero yung livelihood. Pero yung education and health medyo malapit na siya ma-close. But then, alam natin na marami pang batas sa Pilipinas that need to be passed or revised to address a particular gender issue. Okay. So, now, we also have what we call gender identity, or in passing lang to because there is a topic on GAD, which is the SOGSC, sexual orientation, gender identity, expression, and sex characteristic. So when you say identity, persons deeply felt inherent sense of being a boy, a man, or a male, or a girl, a woman, or a female. Tapos, meron ding tinatawag na gender expression, the way in which a person shows their gender identity, typically through their appearance, dress, and behavior. So, ngayon, meron ng mga lalaki na ang damit ay pambabae, but wala namang problema as long as alam niya yung kanyang talaga, ang kanyang preference. But we can further discuss this and very interesting topic on SOGSC. So, when you talk about as a person, when you say identity, it's who you are or who am I. So if you can answer that, it's your identity. So kung babae ka, you say, who am I? I'm a woman. So identity mo woman. Pero in terms of the attraction to whom I am attracted to, even if you're a woman, pero ang attraction mo ay kapwa babae, ganun. So magdepende yan dyan. Pero kung ano ang preference mo. And then, yung sex is the organ that you have. Pero yung expression mo naman is how you show. Always naka-align yan sa iyong identity. Di ba? Always. So if you identify yourself, you can answer that I am a man. So ang damit mo pang lalaki. Okay, kahit ang attraction mo ay panglalaki. Pero as I say, di ba mapakita yan May mga ganun. So, sex is the something you're born with. Pero gender is what happens afterwards. Because choice mo na ngayon. Kaya maraming mga napunta sa Thailand, magpapalit ng organ or anong gagawin. Pero kahit pa anong gagawin nila, hanggang pa-beauty lang talaga. Because the essence of being a woman in terms of conception can never be achieved by a man because of biological limitation. Kasi bigay ni Lord, ganun yun. Okay? So I hope you have, may tanong, hindi ko ma-check dito because Miss Irene is not with me. Later on na lang So, okay. Can you let's have a short quiz on this. Kindly type on the chat box. So, what is the answer? Whether it is sex or gender. Number 1, women earn less money than men do. What is your answer? Is it G or S? Madali lang, G or S lang tayo. Okay, let me see the chat box. G or S? Gender or sex? Oh, natutulog kayo dyan? Hello? Mga... Anong sagot? G, very good. The answer is G. Okay, next. Men can cook. Is this a gender or a sex statement? Anong sagot? Di ko nakita talaga. Anong sagot po? G. Walang nagkamaling S. Okay, pag S po, basta anything that has to do with your biological thing, yung iyong organ, sex po yan, reproductive. So, women have larger breasts than men. Anong sagot? Sex. Very good. A husband cannot follow his wife on a diplomatic posting. What's the answer? G. Very good. Girls drop out of school more than boys do. G then. Very good. In most African traditions, women do not own land. G ulit. Very good. Next. A man is the head of the household. Anong sagot? Gender. Very good. It's not the job of the father to change nappies. Gender or sex? Gender. Men don't cry. Gender or sex? G or S? G. Okay. Girls dress in pink, boys in blue. G ulit. Okay, ito. A wife cannot initiate sex with her husband. G or S? G, very good. Women menstruate, men don't. What's the answer? S, very good. Sex po yan. There are more male leaders than female leaders. G, very good. Next. A girl, ito ngayon, very controversial. A girl cannot propose marriage to a boy. Ngayong panahon na ito, mga babae, through text, di ba? Okay, it's G. Women cannot be religious leaders. G, okay, this one. Women are natural child care providers. What? Okay. Pwede bang pasagutin natin yung naka-S, naka-S. Anong pangalan po niya? Okay, can you type on the, anong sagot mo, bakit sex? Ano naisip mo? May chat siya? Wala. Bakit sex? Natural? Hindi. Kasi po ito, alam natin, maraming mga babae na iniwanan na lang nila. Oh, sorry. Wala? Hindi na wala ng battery. Walang battery. Ayun. Ano po siya? Gender. Gender siya. Bakit? Kasi may mga babae nga, katapos mga anak, iniiwanan nga yung mga anak nila. So it's not necessarily correct na ang babae ay natural care, child care providers. Okay, ang aking partner, nandito na si Irene. There are more male minors than female minors. Of course, it's G. A man cannot get pregnant. Pero S, yan. Kaya nga, sabi nga na ako'y sad. I'm so sad. Nung tanong nung isang do you believe that a man can get pregnant? Yes, ang sagot ko, no. It cannot be. Yan. Paano siya manganak? Okay? Next. The man is the breadwinner. That's G. Very good. And men make good doctors. Women make good nurses. It is a gender or sex statement. Definitely, it is gender. Kasi wala po yan sa pagiging lalaki or pagiging babae. It's kakayanan po. Kakayahan ba? Your capability. Okay. So next po ay punta tayo dito sa sex roles. So sex roles as expectation attached to being a man or a woman. So it's a function which a male or a female assumes because of the basic physiological or anatomical differences between the sexes. Pero ang gender roles po is a learned behavior. Natutunan po ito, given by society, community, or in a other special group that condition, task, responsibilities, and activities perceived as male or female. Okay. Now, tingnan po natin saan po na siya nagsimula. Paano ano tong konsepto ng gender? May tinatawag po na proseso which is called gender socialization. So, the gender socialization this is a process by which individuals are informed of the norms, traditions, behaviors associated in our assigned sex, usually during our childhood development. So tingnan po natin. There are many agents of socialization. So we are taught with beliefs or ideas and norms nung nakakatanda sa atin. So napakahalaga itong first carer. Kung ang yung caregiver na gagamitin mo to help in rearing your children ay discriminatory. Tapos biased. Ma-imbibe po yan ng bata. Kasi the child is learning from what he is seeing the adults are doing. Okay? So yan. So what are the agents, next slide, of socialization? So we have the family, the school, we have yung church, media, and state. At marami pang iba, no? Work, and then religion, peers, and clubs or social groups. Okay, let's focus only on 5 para madali kasi ito ay mahalaga. Okay, tingnan niyo po. In the family, as we know, yung socialization process is mahaba ito, mula nung pagkabata hanggang lalaki. So the beliefs about gender that we acquire in childhood can affect us through our lives. So the impact of the socialization can be big or shaping what we believe we are capable of accomplishing and thus potentially determining our life scores. So halimbawa po, sa bahay, sa ating family. So this family is the strategic position to transform gender roles. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yung manipulation. So in the family, we handle girls and boys differently. Yung babae, parang alagang-alaga natin. Pero yung lalaki, hindi. Parang ituos pa natin yan, no? More verbal stimulation on female infants as sa lalaki. Okay, there is also what we call canalization. Means, ito po ay we direct children's attention to gender-appropriate objects. So ano po yan? When we buy toys for our children, bakit ba palagi pag babae doll and then lalaki, baril-barilan, bola, and everything? Okay? So those are canalization. We direct children's attention to gender-appropriate objects. So, pag palagi yan nilalaro ng bata, ay paglaki ko, ano lang pala ako, taga-alaga nitong bata or I'll become a nurse. Kaya nga, if you attend one nursery or kindergarten graduation, ano ba? When I grow up, I want to be, yan, kung ano yung expose ang bata. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a policeman. I want to be ganyan. Because those are the result of this canalization at home. What else? Verbal appellation. So, yung sinasabi na, oh, lalaki ka, you have to be strong, or babae ka, you have to be feminine, you don't have to hit your playmates. Ikaw lalaki, you've got to be lead. Kailangan wag kang magpakita ng luha o you don't cry. Okay? So telling children what they are and what is expected of them. Like ang batang lalaki devil, yung babae angel, di ba? Mga ganun. Here comes the devil. Naku, kasi suktil na bata, and then ako. Oh. And then pag babae, wow, an angel. Mga ganun. Okay, next ay activity exposure. Ano pa ba itong activity exposure? That is what? Familiarizing children to their gender-appropriate task. So, anong ginagawa ng mga bata? So, the children, yung mga babae, help their mother, and the boys naman are encouraged to play outside the house. Okay. Now, next po, let's go. Dito sa school. Okay? Now, what about the school? Now, in the school, we have tatlong curriculum. So, we have the formal curriculum. The one provided by the teacher. So, mga syllabus, mga libro, mga course, basic reading, writing, arithmetic, yung mga course or the children need to learn. The hidden curriculum naman ay the way the teacher handle the class. So it involves practices and procedures resulting from decisions made when implementing formal curriculum. So it could be based on the biases of the teacher or some regulations in the school, but ito hidden siya. So halimbawa, kung sa classroom, makikita mo ito, how the teacher will discipline a boy from a girl. Iba talaga. Pag lalaki na lalakas ang boses, okay boys, you stay in front. Oh girls, doon kayo sa likod ha. O di ba? Bakit ba magkaiba kaagad yung tono ng teacher? Tama, di ba? Oo. So hidden pala yan. Na parang, si teacher, hindi siya fair. Bakit ganun siya? Tapos, usually, ang taga-kolekta ng contribution, babae. Tapos lalaki, anong ginagawa lalaki? Kayo mga lalaki, you carry all the mga basura and then you scrub the floor and everything. Ganun ang ginagawa yung mga heavy. Pero yung mga babae, doon siya sa mga, light na mga task. So, si teacher, hidden curriculum pala yon. And then, yung absent curriculum is the teacher is not able to teach or in the presentation of her lessons, women are invisible. Like for example, ang tinuturo niya ay bayani. Hero. Walang hero, walang babae. Paano yon? So sa mga bata, siya, wala palang bayaning babae. So it must be both male or female na heroes. Okay. So yun po ang absent curriculum. Now, further, we'll go to the mga instructional materials pa. So, take a look at the lessons ng yung mga bata. May mga stereotype language like freshman, mankind, fisherman, okay. And then sa TikTok, alam mo yung sa TikTok, very common. Hello guys! Visible si girl, si gal. Wala ka po, puro, hello guys. O, di ba? O, yun. Ganun siya related to this. Freshman, no. First year student. Okay? That is inclusive. You are not making the female or the women invisible pag sinasabi mong freshman. Tapos, isa pa, yung in the spirit of sportsmanship. Alam mo bang may word yan? Instead of sportsmanship, kasi may man sa gitna. So, ang tamang word yung ginawa, in the highest ideals of fair play. So, in the spirit of sportsmanship, in the highest ideals of fair play. Oh, yun. Another mga word, chairperson, hindi na siya chairman, okay? And then, chairwoman. He, his, okay? Then, assigning of groups, ayan, I already said that. And then, textbooks, direct teaching materials. Like, for example, in mga nursery or kindergarten books, they're talking about security guard. Pero ang nakalagay doon, lalaki lang. Oh. Doon sa bata na, paano security guard wala? Pero may nakita siya sa kanilang school na security guard na babae. Oh, how can you reconcile that? How will the teacher tell? So doon sa kanyang class, dapat i-reinforce niya yan sa isang picture na may security guard na lalaki at may security guard na babae. Kasi yung mga textbook nga laden with stereotype. Okay? What else? Yung church naman. So sa church, anong nakita natin sa church? Okay. Now, the church is a social institution that forms and informs the belief systems of a group or organization. So it sets the orientation of and direction to individual and group actions, as well as sets the norms and standards of human behavior and lifestyle. So in general, an institutional religion reinforces and reproduces stereotypical roles of women as mothers, wives, and sisters. Okay. Di ba pag ikakasal, ang unang palaging ng pare, pastor, wives submit, husband love. Oh. Pero ang actually, una dyan, love, husband love. Bakit? Siya ang head eh. So if the wife nakaramdam ng pagmamahal, madaling burubispeto, pero pag hindi niya makita yung at maramdaman yun, ay nako, giyera yun. Giyera talaga yun kasi nga doon yung binigay ni Lord na husband love as Christ loves the church. So how does the church influence belief systems and practices? By stereotyping the role of women as mothers, wives, and sisters. And also yung husband as the decision maker kasi nga siya ang head or provider, no? And such stereotypes are often played out or reproduced during actual decisions regarding family planning practices. So, for example, yung use of contraceptives is use of contraceptives is the woman's sole responsibility. Hindi. Dapat mag-usap kayong husband and wife. Di ba magkagulo kayo kung hindi mo malaman ng mo, di ba? So, hindi. It has to be, shared responsibility po yan. Okay? Now, next is mass media. Marami po to. You say, certain element of reality is constructed and that it can influence culture and transmit culture to the population. Sige, influence. So, tingnan niyo po. Now, we've seen, and I hope, I know sa STII, you are developing a gender checker, right? May gender checker. I hope it's doing well. Kasi maganda po siya. Now, tingnan niyo po, ito. Why are women often the subject of these ads? Sige nga. Anyone can type on the chat box. Bakit ba ang babae ay palaging subject or sila po ang ano sa mga ads na to, like shampoo, and then dishwashing liquid, powder, pang washing machine. Ano po? Bakit sila ang target? Bakit sila ang model? Because they are the target market. So pag babae nakita, ay ganun man shampoo, di ba? Paghahanap ko, ay gusto kong bumili ng shampoo na katulad ni ano kasi gusto ko ng straight na hair. Kulot ka nga eh. Paggamit mo, kulot ka pa din. Di ba? Nakakatuwa siya. So, yun. At yan pangalawa, because yung mga detergents, why? Because women are expected to the laundry. Anong comment ni sila po ang karinang naglalaba. Very good answer. Hindi ko lang mabasa kanino yan.
Kay Miss Marine Basyag.
Tama. Ang babae palagi naglalaba. Kaya siya yung model. Now, ang tanong ko, are there products na panglalaki pero model babae? Ha? Meron? Mga produkto na panglalaki pero ang modelo babae. Are there products? Anong sagot nila? And then what else? Oh, good. Tama. Kasi yan. Tignan niyo po. Yes. Because what? Alcoholic beverages. Tingnan niyo po. Yung nakatikim ka na ba ng 15? Di ba ano to? Controversial to. Akala natin hanggang doon lang. May kasunod pala. Nakatikim na sila. Nagugulat sila sa sarap. O yan. And then ito pa, isang wine na ito, grabe to. Ay, ang galing talaga ng gumawa nito, which is, I find it very demeaning ba? Bakit naisip nitong lalaki, grabe ka ang imagination nitong babae ba o lalaki ang gumawa nito? Alam mo yon? Alam mo yon, di ba? Grabe. So, kung ikaw babae, you don't want, pero ang bush is a wine. Ano siya? Wine siya na sticks. Pero grabe talaga. Okay, what else? Meron pa tayong other mga stereotype na mga images. So, sa video games, music lyrics and music videos. And then also itong mga pinapanood ng ating mga anak na mga Disney movies. Ano po ba? Knight in the Shining Armor. Ang beauty niya ang nag-save sa kanya and all and so on and so forth. Okay? Hindi yung kapasidad ng mga yan. Okay. So, state. Now, about the state. So, laws and policies, very, po siya, maraming nakikita nating mga stereotype na mga, or discriminatory na mga policies, like concubinage and adultery, di ba? And also, yung ownership ng lupa before, ngayon, it's already, dahil sa gender and development, nagkaroon po yung binago nila wherein po ang owner ng lupa hindi na Juan de la Cruz married to. 'Di ba dati yan yung title eh. Juan de la Cruz married to Juana de la Cruz. Ang tanong ko, sinong may-ari ng lupa? Di si Juan de la Cruz. Kasi si married to is what? Describing only doon sa pagiging asawa niya. But now it is spouses, Juan and Juana de la Cruz. And then of course, participation and representatives. Okay. So ito dapat ang makikita nating imahe or mga images sa ating mga materials. So as librarians, so makikita nyo, ay, ano pala to? Stereotypical ang mga images na ito. So we have to be aware para hindi natin i-proliferate yung mga images na yan. And as much as possible, we'll come up with gender-sensitive IEC materials that promote what? Inclusivity and as a family, and then yung paggamit ng mga toys or pagtulong or tuturuan ang anak na lalaki to do works na pang babae. Okay? So yon. And then we also have I don't think yung power relations. Okay, so lalaki at babae. Now, we have 4 kinds of powers here. Power over, ability to dominate, power to, one's ability to act on his or her own, power with, ability to cooperate, and power within. Now, take note po, itong first, yung nasa una na power over is a negative power. Yung power to, with, and within is positive powers yan. Ang ibig sabihin, it involves or it focuses, these 3 focus on empowerment. Pero ang problema po, kadalasan, ang ginagamit ay power over. Like in the family, na mag-dominate yung husband, gagawa ng decision without consulting or without informing the wife, the children, or in the office, yung boss, hindi na niya binibigyan ng pagkakataon even to speak the subordinate on reasons regarding the work done, and even in the community. So ito yung problema that leads to violence against men or women. Okay? Now, the society's tendency to assign roles and behaviors or characteristics and expectations based on sex. Yung yung society's tendency na mag-assign ka agad. Pang babae, pang lalaki, this is productive role, reproductive role, ganyan. And the basis is always sex, male or female, or the productive or strong physical characteristics of men that result to an equal power relation. Okay? Unequal ka agad yan kasi nga tinitingnan mo, lalaki siya, malakas, and then he has the capability, he has income. So therefore, nagkaroon ng unequal gender relations. Okay. Now, also there is this, may tanong? Okay. Bakit hindi na tayo sumusunod sa tradisyon bilang Pilipino na ang babae ay nasa bahay lang at ang lalaki ay naghahanap buhay? Ganon. Very good question. Kanino yan? Si Jezreel Oxenia? Okay. Okay, Jezreel. Ganito po. Because development, itong gender and development is a development perspective and a paradigm. Nag-shift na tayo ngayon is. Bakit po? Katulad na nangyayari, people are evolving, communities, di ba? So ngayon, even ang iPhone natin, hindi na natili na iPhone 1. Ano na tayo ngayon? iPhone 5, di ba? So ngayon, may development din siya. So, ang babae, nakikita niya, hey, sayang yung aking pag-aaral, I graduated cum laude, and then bahay lang pala ang anuhan ko. Di ba? So that's the, why will you not give opportunities for women to share and to participate in the development process when that woman or women are able to do so? And why also hinder the men from involving works at home not traditionally done by women when they also excel on that because they love doing what are for women? Alam niyo po, may kilala ako, yung husband niya ang nagpapatulog ng baby at dede. Ang wife niya nandun sa bubong, nagpupukpok, ang nag-aayos. Sabi ko, is there something wrong? No. Why? It's capability. Ito po ang nangyayari kasi. Society tends to box us. Na babae, ganyan ka lang. Lalaki, dito ka. But we have our capacity to do, yan ang essence ng God eh. Capacity to do and capacity to be. So whatever you have, if you have that, i-flaunt mo, i-share mo, ipakita mo, go. If you want to share in the development process. Kasi sayang yung utak mo, di ba? At lalo na yung leadership role mo to bring more women into the decision-making process, into the bargaining table. Kasi kadalasan, sa bargaining, wala ang babae. So pag ikaw babae, nalaman mo, oh, we have the right to do this. So merong participation ng babae. Kaya ganyan. May capacity to do and capacity to be. Able to do, unable to be. Yun ang ating palaging iisipin. In gender and development, it's not about your sex, but your capacity to do as a person and capacity to be. Okay, knowledgeable, skillful, confident, and so on and so forth. And you have within your means the power and ability to do the things you want to do to pursue a better life. Okay, now let's go to the gender division of labor. Ito, mahalaga din. Diba, ang gender roles, nakapeg na lalaki productive, ang babae reproductive. O, nakapeg siya. Pero actually, because these are gender roles, it can be interchanged now. So kaya yung question mo, tama yun, na pwede nang ang lalaki manatili at magtatrabaho at babae ay magtatrabaho, ang babae outside, ang lalaki naman ang maiwan sa bahay. Okay, now, the productive role, pero meron pang isang role, yung community role. And this community role, by the way, sinasabi mong community role, ano siya? Involves what? Subdivided further into community management and constituency-based politics. Sa management, kadalasan lalaki, putak sa barangay. Sino leader dyan? May mga babae, pero maraming lalaki pa rin. We know for a fact, based on data. So, community management, men pa rin. Pero constituency-based politics, ang hina pa rin ng participation ng babae. Kasi nga, ano siya, lalaki ang kadalasang, involved sa decision-making processes. So, because of this, okay, dito tayo kasunod sa manifestation of gender bias. So based on gender relations, assigned gender stereotype roles, gender division of labor, and the values ascribed to men's and women's work. So ang lalabas nito, yung all this lead to gender bias. So ano po yung marginalization? Babae, yan lang. You are, assigned to traditional roles for women. Caring, daycare, di ba? O ang aming, may daycare na po pero pa rin, puro ang teacher, dalawang babae. Kadalasan, babae ang teacher. O yan. Because na-marginalize ang babae, because of the nurturing and caring attitude of babae. What else? We have the subordination, where a woman cannot make a decision, or a wife, without the approval of men. Dati, you cannot engage in a loan or ka ng loan sa bangko kung walang signature from your husband. Pero ang husband can easily have a loan, wala kang signature, di ba? Di ba? Unfair. Ang galing naman ito. Lalaki pwede, pero babae hindi. Okay. And then, it leads to have less access and control of resources. Okay, what else? Yung multiple or burden. So ano yung multiple burden? The condition in which women perform several tasks despite limited time and energy. Ay nakikita natin yan sa office natin Nagtatrabaho pero nagbebenta. At the same time, ito ba tawag, Mami, di ba, sasagutin mo, anong answer dito? Sinasagot mo. Pinipicture, ito. Hay, nako, that's multiple burden. You're doing your productive role, at the same time, you're a productive role. Okay? And, kadalasan, sa community work, unpaid. Okay? What else? Yung gender stereotyping, the tendency to assign, unquestion, and unexamine beliefs or images, ideas, and perceptions about women and men. Diyan tayo kasi naka-stereotype. Okay. And because of this, bakit nagkaroon ng violence after yung manifestation of gender bias? Because violence against women, whether threatened or actual perpetrated, nagkaroon yan because of subordination. Hindi ka, you are what? Precluded from engaging dahil gusto ng husband. Like for example, huwag kang magtrabaho, mataas ang sahod ko, dito ka lang sa bahay, kaya kong suportahan ka, and all these things. Sa tingin ng iba, okay yun. Pero actually, kung ikaw babae, you want to grow professionally, it becomes discriminatory on your part. Or ano siya, yung violation on your right to work. Kasi nga, bakit pangbahay? Alam mo yun, pangbahay ka lang eh. Alam mo yun, why that, kung pangbahay ka lang? When in fact, pwede kong magawa pa ang mas maganda outside home. And because of violence, whether whatever form of violence it is, based on what happened when it comes to marginalization, subordination, or stereotyping on multiple burden, then magkaroon your self-esteem as a person or self-worth ay bababa. So magkaroon tayo ngayon ng gender-based violence. So when you say gender-based violence, it involves abuse of power. So remember yung power over. Kontrolado niya. So nagkaroon yung power relation, remember? So the power over. And then an equal power relations based on socially ascribed gender differences. And of course, any harmful act, be it physical, emotional, social, mental, or moral, against a person's will. All in all, pareho lang yan, violence against women. Okay? So gender development is a development perspective that recognizes the different roles and interests and needs of women and men. And it involves recognizing the biases that prevent from achieving development, and it reflects a change in focus from women and their exclusion from development initiatives into to the relations of inequality between women and men. So, kailangan talaga nating conscious tayo to understand yung mga gender issues or inequality that exists. Okay, after knowing what is God, let's understand what is not God. Ano po ang hindi God? Hindi po God yung giyera of the sexes. Ang ibig sabihin yan, yung sino ba ang magaling or that is not telling women to be like men or men to be like women, but it's allowing women and men to expand their social space so that they can freely take on the role as what? According to them, yung capacity nila, whether mag-productive role, reproductive role, or community work. Okay? So, according to their capacity. Next, God is not anti-male. Hindi naman, siya, kalaban namin ng lalaki o mas magaling lalaki o mas stronger ang lalaki. It's about being complementary in what? In the productive, reproductive, and community work. What else? God is not also pitting women against men. It's not making it is making men and women actualize true roles. So, they find their voices and letting them heard. Yung bang, anong gusto mo? Sige, suportahan kita. Parang ganon. Okay? So, yun. And then, we know that both women and men are victims of stereotyping. Walang excuse, lalaki or babae. And God also is not role reversal but understanding relationship. Ito talaga totoo. It's all about relationship, by the way. Kasi kung maayos yung relationship ninyo sa bahay, you can carry that to your workplace. You respect your superior, you respect your husband. The husband also respects the wife. So, kung na-maintain mo yan and you carry it with you wherever you go, so maganda ang tingin mo sa relasyon where there's respect and trust. However, and most of all, yung perspective from, sa akin personally, the relationship from the perspective, from the biblical or the spiritual perspective, sa Panginoon ba? Ano bang gusto ng Panginoon? Di ba ayaw ng Panginoon mag-aaway? O, di ba? So, kung yan ang isipin mo, ayaw ng Lord mag-aaway. So, you will not do anything that will harm the other person. You value relationship, you value friendship, you value your differences as a man and woman because that is the beauty of being different. But at the same time, one for development. Yun. Kaya, maganda siya. So, women, because women gender issues affect women and men differently. Okay. So at this point, I would like you to watch para to summarize po yung yung video presentation on the impossible dream. This is about the that summarizes the concept of gender development. Ay, sorry, sir. Okay. So, at this point, I would like to ask the participants, ano pong mga problemang nakita niyo sa video? Although this is an old video, but still PCW has recommended this to be used during GST training because we are after of the concept and the issues that we need to identify that will help us further in understanding the concepts of gender development kasi nandito talaga siya sa pinakita. Okay, so may I ask the participants kung ano pong nakita niyo yung mga gender issues o problema sa video? Okay.
Sige, ma'am, dito na.
Ayan.
Ayan, so sabi po, the video shown multiple burden po sa part ng mother.
Tama. Okay, very good. Next.
Babae lang gumagawa sa lahat ng gawaing
Okay.
bahay. Tapos sabi ni Easy Mamansag, sarap buhay ng lalaki.
Tapos,
And then, all household chores given to women. Ang
Okay.
babae ang kumuha ng role ng lalaki.
Okay.
Gender inequality.
yeah.
Typical husband and wife ng asawang babae ang gumagawa sa lahat ng gawaing bahay.
Okay.
The wife doing all the works. The
Oh.
wife does more the household chores than the husband. She is submissive to his husband.
Okay.
Gender pay gap.
Okay, very
Wife
good.
serving the family.
Okay.
Catcalling.
Yes, very good.
Lahat puro babae.
Okay.
Namimirror na agad nung batang babae ang gawain ng
Well.
nanay niya.
Very good.
Okay, sa Facebook,
Facebook,
Shift
grabe,
tayo
you
sa
identified it correctly.
ayan, sabi, male and female, there is no distribution of task as member of the family.
Yes.
Ayan, kawawa ang wife kasi siya ang gumagawa ng halos lahat sa bahay.
Totoo.
Ayan. Magaan lang ang trabaho if everybody is working together. Sabi ni Ma'am Net Militante. Sabi ni Miss Teresa, blessed kasi mga anak ko at husband ay tumutulong sa akin. Pero dito sa video na to, mas nakikita na gumagawa ang mga babae.
Okay.
Sabi ni Michelle, girl power!
Girl power. Okay.
Girl power!
Well
kasi
said.
babae na lahat yung gumawa.
Okay. Thank you for your answers. Tama yung inyong na-identified na issues. Pero tingnan niyo po meron dong sa presentation, merong actual, pero may dream. Nag-dream. May dream yung babae, di ba? Now, ang tanong ko ngayon, in the Philippine context, nasaan po si Pilipinas? Nasa reality ng AVP or nandun sa dream? Pakisagot.
Okay. So, nasa reality po ba ang
Baka-
Pilipinas o nasa pangarap pala?
Yung dream.
Nasa dream.
Kaya impossible
Ayan.
dream.
Reality.
Reality.
Reality and equality. Sabi nila sa Zoom. Tingnan natin sa Facebook Live. Wala pa. Ayun. Ano to?
Anong sagot? Women.
Women are being burdened. Siguro mas na-late sila ng ilang seconds.
Oo.
Oo.
Okay. Sige. So,
Reality daw.
reality. Okay.
Oh.
Reality. Tama kayo. Nasa reality pa talaga na burden ang babae. But, I appreciate those families na nasa reality, nasa dream na. Because lalo na ngayon ang mga millennials, they have division of labor at home na may isang anak lang. Kadalasan ito mga millennials isang anak, ikaw maghatid, ako ang susundo, ganun sharing na siya. So in part, meron ng sa dream.
Ayan. So, sabi nga po ni Miss Kath, gone are the days na babae lahat. Sa time ngayon, mas madami ng empowered women. Strong women after work sa office, gawaing bahay naman. Oh, na reality.
Okay, very good. Thank you for your answers. Totoo yan. And then may isa kayong na-miss doon. I think gender-friendly technologies. Napansin niyo po, doon sa pinakita sa TV show na ang nanay ay tilling the land and then nakarga niya yung anak niya and then here comes a man on a tractor, di ba? So maganda rin na to support women to make things easy. Kaya ang ahensya ng mga sa gobyerno are helping to make them to make this task easy for women. So, may tinatawag na women-friendly technologies that we need to develop. Sa DOST po, ating mga RDIs, yun po ang ginagawa nila. So, palakpakan naman ninyo yung sarili sa atin lahat na, okay. Very good, thank you. At least nakinig at natuto. Akala ko hindi. Ang very good yung observation nila. So, congratulations sa inyo. Okay, next. Because we have limited time, I'll be, give you a synthesis. Ito po siya. About gender and development. So, next slide, yung makita natin doon sa Facebook ba yun? So, may dalawang, ano po, akala nyo dalawa lang, no? Sex and gender. Pero nasa gitna yung GSC. Yun silang mga LGBTQ+++, na marami ng spectrum. Nasa gitna sila. But in the process, may socialization na nagaganap. And how we care our children at the start. May nakikita tayo dyan na mga whether dito sa agents of socialization, and then nandyan yung family, nandyan yung school, nandyan yung church, media, and the state. And then, going back, ano siya doon sa proseso na makikita mo ang problema, lumalabas yung division of labor, yung stereotyping, and also kung napansin niyo po dito, ito po ang ano sa ating pag-aaral on gender, na yung mga konsepto na ito, pag naintindihan natin, lalong-lalo na yung power relation, how we view ang lalaki at babae, and then dapat mawala yung mga biases pero as we know that for a fact na hanggang ngayon nandyan, we are struggling and we are fighting for these biases to be addressed at totally mawala, so that magkaroon ng maayos na society. But still, ito po siya, that it summarizes doon sa ating in pag-aaral on the basic God concepts. Okay, so next, why implement God? I will just focus on this. Tatlo po, okay? First, bakit po ang mga ahensya ay nag-implement ng God? Because it is mandated by law. We have the General Appropriations Act. And the law provides that 5% of the agency's budget should be allocated for God programs. Now, if you or an agency does not follow that, magkaroon ng AOM or Audit Observation Memorandum. So, compliance. So, we need to submit our God plan to PCW. And then once PCW approves or endorsed our God plan, then we can submit it to our COA. And then that's compliance. But lower than compliance, may maano pa. What is the commitment of the Philippines in terms of the international na setup? Ano po ang CIDO? Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. So there are 30 substantive articles, and because of the CIDO, nagkaroon ng VOW, Violence Against Women, and then we have the BPFA, the Beijing Platform for Action. So 12 critical areas of concern. Nakafocus ng women and livelihood, women and health, women and education, women and armed conflict. So 12 yan. Now, the Philippines regularly submits our accomplishment or the country report on the Beijing Platform for Action. Yung mga data from the PNP, the SWD, and Interagency Task or Committee on yung create ni PCW, or where PCW is one of the members on tracking violence against women. Meron sila dyan. Then MDGs, now to SDGs, and we have how many goals? We have 17. And goal number 5 is gender equality. And based on the presentation kanina from the World Economic Forum that prepares the Global Gender Gap Report, wala pong bansa na maayos na in terms of gender equality and climate change. So continuing struggle on this mga goals. And then for the national, ano po ang natin? Constitution, nag-clear dyan. The state recognizes the role of women in nation building and shall ensure the fundamental equality before the law of women and men. So, nauna talaga of women and men. So, yung mga nag-craft ng law na yan, sila kapatid ni Leticia Shahani, those days, kasama siya sa pag-formulate ng ano na yun. And then, MCW, Magna Carta of Women, RA 9710, Philippine Plan for Gender Development, 1995 to 2025. So 2 years from now, i-assess na how far yung monitoring ng PPGD. Ano pong ginagawa ngayon ng PCW? They come up with the Gender Equality and Women Empowerment Plan, which is taken from that PPGD, and they are now monitoring yung implementation ng plano na yan. So there are many indicators included in that plan, which is also adopted by the GWE. Pero ngayon, kasama si DOST, nung nag-meeting kami last November 7, nako, kadaming mga indicators na hindi ko alam kung sinong naglagay about forestry, about agriculture. Kaya sandali, hindi namin masagot yan. CO kami. Ang sasagot niyan ay Picard, PSHEARD at saka FPRDI. Kasi about forest products, ano bang ano namin? So may ano siya, ongoing na initiative on that. Ambition natin, 2040. Malapit na ba? How many more years? 17. Okay? So nakaangkla po yan ng PDP 2023 and to 2028. And ano po ni BBM, our president, is economic transformation for a prosperous and inclusive and resilient society. So prosperous, inclusive, matatag, maginhawa, at panatag, ano yun, di ba? Nabuhay. So, ano po ang role ni DOST? Meron tayo doon. Ang haba ng ating sa PDP. Di ba? Okay, so we have a commitment, especially on job creation. Kasi 8-point agenda niya. May 8-point agenda siya. So we have here, as what I've seen, number 1 po yun. And protect purchasing power of families, reduce vulnerability, and mitigate scarring from COVID-19 pandemic. Kasama pala si COVID. And then because we are restoring in this point in time, ensure sound macroeconomic fundamentals, create more jobs. That's number 4. And then number 5 is create quality jobs, create green jobs. Itong una, 4 is create more jobs, create quality jobs, create green jobs, grabe tabalang jobs, and then ensure a level playing field, and number 8, uphold public order and safety and peace and security. Very good. And for our obligation, bakit tayo pursuing the implementation of gender and development? Because we are committed for gender equality, participatory governance, inclusive growth, freedom from hunger and poverty for a just and humane society. So yun naman talaga po ang ano. Di ba sa ating SDGs, anong sinasabi? No one is left behind. Yun yung banner nila, tagline, no one should be left behind. So, that is inclusive growth, and then pinakaano talaga nila, lahat po kasama. No one should be left behind. Okay, so we're done with why. Now, bilisan ko na lang, punta tayo sa how. How do we do God? So, because gender issues, if you recall, or biases restrict the capacity of men and women to do or to be, able to do and able to be. So what can we do? We need to mainstream. Kaya mainstreaming gender and development in our policies, plans, programs, and structures. Kaya nga, ginagawa ito ng STII para sa kanilang stakeholders like you who are librarians because they're supporting the RA 9710. Because sa batas na yan, Chapter 6 is all about mainstreaming. Paano i-implement, paano maging maayos ang implementation ng gender and development programs sa ating bansa. Okay? So, it is patterned from the based sa Beijing Platform for Action kasi po in the Beijing Platform for Action it was already identified na para maayos yung implementation ng mga adhikain about gender, kailangang mag-mainstream ng gender perspective in all policies and programs at the national, regional, and international level. So, an analysis, ang ibig sabihin, importante po ang gender analysis. This is another topic in God wherein the participants, we will learn how to identify gender issues and address said issues based on available services of the agencies or programs of the agencies. So when you say mainstreaming, requires the integration of equality concerns and includes the interests, needs, and experience and visions of women. Ang ibig sabihin, gender mainstreaming is taking a look at your programs, projects, and activities. Titingnan ngayon with your gender lens. Ano ba bang ibig sabihin ng gender lens? Katulad ng pair of eyeglasses. So when you look at your program, you've got to consider and look at the representation of men and women. So pag tingin mo pa lang sa simula, during the conceptualization of your proposal, nandun na ba si lalaki, nandun si babae? Do you have data about men and women? And what are your goals to achieve those objectives in response to the issues identified? Okay, so nasa chapter 6 siya. And what is mainstreaming? Mainstreaming is making women's and men's concerned and experiences and integral dimensions of the design, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of policies and programs in all political, economic, societal spheres so that men and women benefit equally. Ang ibig sabihin, sa buong project cycle, si God ay present. Pag-conceptualize, pag-implement, and then pag-monitor and evaluate. Okay? And hindi lang programs, but also policies. So, towards gender equality. So, gender perspective. Now, paano mo makuha ang gender perspective? Yung concepts on God, when applied, there you will say na I have included a gender perspective. So, when you say included a gender perspective, you are considering the presence of men and women. And you have data to validate that indeed a particular issue is existing because may data ka. And then, what are your goals to achieve or to address that particular problem? So, perspective siya. Kasama siya sa, gender analysis. So, may imbalance. Kung may perspective, kasi may imbalance. Okay, di ba? May data and then you've got to challenge yung roles. Ano po ang ginagampanan ng lalaki at babae? Like, babae, passive lang. Not included in the development of the proposal or at the early stage of the preparation of the programs or projects. And then, stresses the need for women to participate in development process. Kasi we're talking about women economic empowerment or women empowerment. You cannot say that a woman is empowered at wala po siyang boses. A woman is empowered when she knows where the resources are and she enjoys or she benefited from the resources, and then she is able to use it in furtherance of her physical or financial, lahat ng development sa buhay niya. Okay? So nagkaroon siya ng opportunity to improve herself because of the services available, na-tap niya, and then natutunan niya, and then in-apply niya. Ang problema kasi sa atin, we provided so many trainings, pero have we monitored if our clients have benefited and they applied what they've learned? Walang impact assessment eh. Di ba? Dapat makikita natin anong nangyari doon sa binigay natin. Like for example, itong inyong Starbucks talagang proven and tested na may nangyayaring maganda kasi awarded ka. At the same time, yung mga nasa areas na walang available na internet, but you have the machine, nakabigay na ng access to resources eh. Pero ang sunod, anong nangyari? So maayos yung ng mga bata, di ba? Because of, may mga ganun kayo, mga anecdotal. No, di ba? Ang ganda pakinggan. At pag you will receive an award and then you will recall, oh yes, because may nangyari doon sa aming mga kliyente, that's why we received this award. Di ba? Maganda sa pakiramdam. Okay. So, yan po ang, what are we going to do? So, we need to, remove gender biases and promote gender equality and empower women. Ito talaga ang pinaka, na tagline ni PCW. Gender equality and women empowerment. Even sa ating ahensya, it's about gender equality and women empowerment. Now, hindi lang siya, hindi mo pwede mahati yan eh. Because you cannot say that exists a gender equality kung hindi ba may empower ang women because on the first place, ang babae po ay dihado. So how are we going to prove that there's equality? Maganda ang data. So they are become empowered and then the field is level na, pareho na because maayos na po siya. Okay. So I think I'll stop here because ang iba naman is about na-fall na po siya sa okay. Na-fall na po siya sa mga another topic on gender sensitive language. So remove biases in families. And then yan, hindi ko na nasasama yan although you can have additional, kayo po as STII, you can come up with a gender sensitive language using yung gender checker, i-promote ninyo yon because it's very good para makatulong siya. So samahan nyo na dito. Okay? Kasi sexist kailangan eh. Okay? So yan, how to come up with gender sensitive. So remember, we are mainstreaming because we're aiming for gender equality. So make gender equality is a fundamental value that should be reflected in development choices. And ito po, as mula sa PCW, so wala po tayong babaguhin. We're talking about gender mainstreaming because in place na po sa ating mga ahensya ang mga mechanisms, decisions, and resources. But we need to eliminate gender issues so that gender equality will exist or maayos po ang ating, wala na po mga gender issues. So will happen po siya. Okay, so yan. But before we achieve equality, kailangan may equity. Kasi hindi naman pantay-pantay, di ba? Tingnan niyo po dun sa equality. If you give the same services to different kinds of people, it is unfair for those who cannot fully utilize that service because of some limitations. Like for example, the bata, bibigyan mo ng malaking bicycle itong matanda na medyo matangkal or a person with disability. So when you say equity, it must be fair. You have to calibrate your program or your services to ensure that what you will provide to your clients are appropriate and can be used fully and that will benefit them as well. Okay. So may mga tools si PCW in mainstreaming God. So we have GMF or Gender Mainstreaming Evaluation Framework And we have the Hagadaga for our programs, and another tool for the local government unit, which is the Girl Akaba. Okay, so the top priority is everyone in the agency should be gender sensitive, gender aware. So become able to recognize gender issues. So again, gender issues, problema siya that men and women experience because of society's definition of the masculine and the feminine roles, rights, and capacities. So take a look at the women's different perceptions and interests arising from unique social positions and gender roles. So magsimula sa atin, being sensitive now, it not me. So ano bang gagawin natin? Understand, start from our own body, how your own attitude and values perpetuate gender-based discrimination and stereotype. And also sa bahay, promote complementary gender roles. So shared breadwinning, shared parenting, and shared housework, and shared decision-making. And confront and act on the issue, be a personal advocate. If not me, who? If not now, when? Okay? So yun po, equality, equity for justice, because don't just tell a different version of the same story, make it our story. So yun po, we are free. Okay, so with that, maraming salamat for listening. And despite the limited time, na-carry naman. Salamat, thank you. Okay.
Sige, ma'am.
Okay, sige.
Would you like to...
Question? Oh, yeah, sure.
Ayan, so bigyan naman natin ng maraming puso ang ating resource speaker this afternoon, si Ma'am Fe Singson. Ayan. Okay. So, painumin muna natin siya ng tubig bago tayo magtanong. Okay. Ayan. So, nagpaulan na po sila ng maraming puso, Ma'am Fe. Okay. Ayan, tingnan naman natin kumusta naman sila sa Facebook. Ayan. Okay. So, kanina po, nabanggit ni Ma'am Fe yung language checker ng DOST-STII. Ayan. So, ang nag-conceptualize din po noon yung GAD committee po natin. Kasama po ang ating IT, di ba, Sir Lloyd? Kasi sila yung gumawa ng system. So, yung language checker po, ang ginagawa niya, for example, gumawa ako ng sulat or article, tapos nilagay ko doon chairman or chairwoman. So, ang gagawin niya, i-highlight niya yon, tapos magsasuggest po siya ng chair, instead of chairman or chairwoman will be chairperson. Yun. So, i-genderize niya, gender sensitized niya yung material. Ganun po siya, ganun po yung system. So, right now, continuous pa rin naman po yung pag-develop ng system. And siguro po, we can share that soon. Yun naman din po yung goal na ma-share din po natin sa iba. Siyempre, dahil nasa gobyerno tayo, libre. Ayan. Okay. Hi, sabi ni Ma'am Lorraine. On and off internet. Ayun. Huwag kayong mag-alala, ma'am. Kami din. Ayan. Okay. So, may mga tanong na po ba kayo? Tingnan natin sa ating Zoom. Ayan. So, okay. Ma'am Fe, may tanong po dito. Ayan. Ang tanong po is, good PM ma'am, what are your GAD activities? Is educational tour to historical site considered as GAD activity?
Okay. Historical tour to historical sites. Okay. Ang una kong tanong dyan, ano ang gender issue? Bakit pupunta kayo sa historical site?
Mm-hmm.
So, kailangan mo na, when you conduct an activity, because you're addressing or making aware of gender concepts. So yun palagi ang nasa isip mo. So it must answer the question, what is the issue that you want to learn on gender, basic concepts, or you're addressing a particular issue. Sa akin personally, tour on historical sites, kung ang focus doon ay mga ng babait lalaki that we haven't learned or seen yet, bago, good. Pero kung yan ay may kaakibat na pamamasyal, just to make sure. Kasi maraming mga LGUs and in the use of funds, hindi po siya tama.
Opo.
Kasi we have to use our God funds sa tatlong bagay, as God activities or counterpart or doon sa ODA na siya. So, ganun.
Ayan. So, pag namasyal lang po kayo, hindi po siya God activity.
So, kailangan i-prove.
Ang mahalaga po pala, kailangan may gap, may issue.
Bakit pa gagawin?
Ayun. Okay. Ayan.
Wala na? Walang question.
Naku, puro puso lang po yung nandito. Wala po kayong tanong? Ayun, iba-ibang puso, ibang-ibang kulay. Ayan, inclusive. Ayan. Okay. Oh, wala po akong makitang tanong.
So that means...
Ayun, pinusuan lang nila. Ibig sabihin,
Okay, that's good.
naintindihan po nila. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and knowledge. Sabi po ni Miss Ana Rosal.
Thank you.
Ayan. So, nag-iisip pa po ba kayo ng itatanong or wala na talaga kayong tanong? Dahil po kapag wala na po kayong tanong, ayan, mag-proceed na tayo sa susunod. Ayan. Sige, last call ng question in 10, 9. Late sila sa Facebook? Sige, antayin natin si Facebook. Tingnan natin kung may magtatanong. Okay. So, ayan. Kung wala po kayong tanong sa mga kasama natin sa Zoom, ayan, pwede po kayong mag-chat, you share your thoughts sa mga narinig po ninyo and how you're going to use this in your library. Ayan. So, how to address your clients, ganon, and how to create your policies na gender-sensitive siya. Ayan. Ayan, may question si Sir Bry. Okay, sige po. Dito ka kasi nag-iisa ka. Ayan.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Meron po bang or policy na kailangan ang mga libraries ay merong collection about gender and development?
What do you mean, collection of books?
Books and other materials? Or will you suggest na magkaroon sila ng collection about gender and development? Thank you po.
Very good question po, sir. I think in view of gender mainstreaming, lalong-lalo na kung sila ay government agencies or local government units, mandated po tayo to mainstream God in our programs, projects, and activities. So if that agency or LGU has a library to serve the public, it's one of their major or part of their programs. So yung decision maker doon, and especially together with yung in charge ng God, siya po yung mag-recommend na mag-mainstream ng God by ensuring that the library itself has gender-sensitive language or yung IC materials or promoting gender-sensitive language, and then collection of books na that will be about God, and then yung may mga activities in the library that promote the participation of men and women or boys and girls. So it's about proposing, kasi part of mainstreaming yan eh. So kung ikaw librarian, you will propose to your head that in support of gender mainstreaming, kasi nasa batas po siya, may I have the following ganun. So kasama po siya, collection and so on and so forth. Marami pong activities in terms of lalong-lalo na doon sa yung inyo, kung ma-adapt nila yun, very good po yun. Because yung mga makatulong po yun.
Ayan.
Share ko lang, ma'am, kasi nagpunta ako last September sa Netherlands, po sa Amsterdam and Rotterdam. And since bukas sa kanila yung LGBT, the library has a separate shelf for LGBT books and other collections. May mga CDs. Yes po. Iyon.
Pwede yan ma-adapt
Po.
sa librarian.
Yes po.
Very good. Ano po yan? I-benchmark mo. Alam mo, idea yun Maganda siya. Very good.
Ayan, so magkaroon ng shelf doon sa library. Ayan, dito din po sa STII, meron tayong shelf. So, dinedevelop natin. Opo, GAD. So, meron po tayong shelf ng GAD. Nakalagay sa malapit doon sa ating Mother and Child Care Center. So, meron na din po tayong Mother and Child Care Center. So, mga clients natin na gustong bumisita, okay lang po nadalhin po ninyo ang inyong mga anak at meron po tayong Mother and Child Care Center dito. May room po tayo na pwedeng pag-iwanan provided na pwedeng maiwan mag-isa yung anak ninyo. Although, nandun naman po yung nurse natin. Pero, hindi po yung nurse natin ang magpapadede. Nandun lang po siya to oversee. May mga materials naman po like may mga laruan, may mga books din po doon na pwedeng gamitin and may TV din po na pwedeng gamitin para sa mga bata. Ayan. So, next question po. Any suggestions po for library activity this upcoming International Men's Day aside po sa library book exhibit display?
International Men's Day?
Oo nga po, ngayon ko lang to narinig.
Meron pala. International Men's Day. Kailan po yan?
Ayun, sa nagtanong po nito, kailan daw po itong International Men's Day?
International So therefore, kung in terms of equality day, kung anong ginagawa ng International Women's Day, International Men's Day, so it's promoting yung kakayanan ng lalaki and siguro more on very good.
November
So
9.
more on supporting doon sa advocacy ng no to violence,
Against
zero tolerance to vow. Yun ang
Ayan.
ma-promote nila kasi lalaki sila, di ba?
Opo.
And perpetrators yan ay mga lalaki. So therefore, from their end, sila yung ma-promote zero tolerance to vow and support.
Siguro ma'am, pwede ding idagdag yung magkaroon sila ng lakas ng loob na magsabi kung sinasaktan na sila.
Yun lang. Oo, yun lang.
Oo.
Yun. Very good
Ayan.
po yan. So kung
Ayan.
anong ginagawa ng babae, what activities during Women's Month, ganun din ang gagawin nila. So more on advocacy. So more on
Advocacy.
promoting that. Kaming mga lalaki ay kaisa ninyo sa inyong mga adhikain. Ganun lang yun
Ayun.
Diba?
So parang, may
Dito rin naman.
Yes? Sino po sila?
Ay, nagsasalita.
Tayo na lang.
Sir Lloyd?
May.
Okay na daw.
Okay. Wala
Ayan.
na. May question, wala na.
Meron po.
Meron
Sabi
isa.
ni Ma'am Winda B. Sejas, Associate Professor po and Campus Head Librarian ng University of Southeastern Philippines, Davao Region. Ang tanong po niya, what would be the best activity that you can suggest for the library to be undertaken in the promotion of gender and development?
Parang na-mention ko na yan kanina, I think. Siguro, okay, ulitin ko lang. So, more on promoting the use of or following the guidelines by the Civil Service Commission on the use of non-sexist language. And then you can make use of the gender checker ng STII and then come up with activities lalong-lalo na for schools to visit your library and a session on GST na para bang hindi siya katulad dito but more on open discussion on what about ano masasabi niyo about equality, women empowerment, then biases, mga ganun. So that will make the environment non-threatening. At siya parang friendly ang dating.
Oh.
And other activities na promotional materials na makikita sa library, and also yung talaga advocating or promoting gender mainstreaming in their library services para sa boss na yan. Kasi yung sinasabing ko kanina, makapture na yun in mainstreaming.
Nice. Siguro pwede din po silang mag-invite ng mga, like yung mga babae na nagtatrabaho as fire, yung mga nasa fire department. Yes, so pwede pong magkaroon ng human library, i-invite nila yung mga nandun sa mga, yung ngayon na ang perception is, dapat yung profession na yun, kailangan mga lalaki lang. So, mag-invite po sila ng mga babae na nando doon. Even sa mundo ng engineers and architects, marami pa din po na parang lalaki lang dyan. Ganun. And scientists. So, ayan, kung gusto nyo po mag-imbita ng mga women scientists, ayan, get in touch. Ayan. Opo. And kung gusto nyo pong makipag-collaborate sa DOST-STII in any of our programs, not only in the library, ayan, pwedeng-pwede po kayong sumulat, magpadala ng email, and then si DOST-STII po ay magkakaroon ng exploratory meeting with you. Lahat po ng mga serbisyo natin, libre. Ayan.
Very good.
Okay. May mga katanungan pa po ba? Ayan, so ina-affirm lang po kanina nung nagtanong kung historical, ay yung tour daw po ba sa historical site ay agad. Kasi po, sa agency daw po nila, ang GAD activity lagi ay tour to historical site.
Ganon.
So,
Anong agent?
wag na po nating tanungin kung anong agency.
Okay.
Ano ba?
Yun again, ang aking dyan is talaga, babalikan ko yung paggawa ng God plan. So, one of the activities, yung mga sinasabi nila, nakalagay yan sa God plan eh. And bago mo ma-address yan, may gender issue siya. So, kailangan clear doon sa gender issue why they're going to that historical site. Is it about promoting women to be, so kailangan clear siya. It's all about gender issue. So, hindi lang siya, bibisita ako doon kasi maganda yung lugar. There's a gender issue at hand na kailangan i-address. And more on advocacy, yes, but kailangan clear din doon na what's in that historical na may gender perspective na gusto mong bisitahin. Kung baga, yung historical site na yan, meron na ayos yung kanilang God program na integrate. Then pupunta ka doon because you want to benchmark and you want to learn so that you can apply that also to your library. Parang gano'n.
Ayan. So, ganun. Okay. Sabi po ni Ma'am Susana, or ito po may dagdag na sharing from Veronica De Villa. In our library, we have our own GAD corner where we exhibit gender-related research studies, GAD videos, books, and other IEC materials together with our Bookshare corner. Free e-books for persons with print disabilities. Sabi niya. And in support to JEDC advocacy. Now, ang question, ma'am, is from Susana. Can you expound more on the GAD law? Ito po yata yung sa 5%.
GAD law.
What
Okay.
if a library is not able to comply?
Teka, is that library separate? Or meron siyang mother agency? Like, for example, part siya ng isang ahensya. Like kayo, may library kayo, di ba? So kung I present ko si STII, so my library si STII, so therefore hindi pa siya hiwalay. So hindi ko alam kung yung niya ay separate. So if you're a separate agency and you receive a budget from the national government, you are mandated by law to use 5% of your budget for GAD. So yun lang po yun. So pero kung hindi siya hiwalay, nasa LGU siya, part siya. So, tatanginin, si Miss Susana must ask yung LGU concern, anong ginagawa nila sa GAD budget.
Oo.
And then,
Ay.
pwede bang mabigyan si library? Ganun lang po.
Ay. Okay. Next question po. Siguro we will, akala ko kanina wala pong tanong. Ngayon, dami po pala. Ayan. So, kaya lang po in the interest of time, siguro mga 5 na lang. Okay, sige. Ang question po is, ayun, ito. May guide materials po ba na pwede basahin para sa mga kagaya namin na nagtatrabaho sa AFP at napapaligiran ng mga lalaki? Actually, I have a civilian co-employee na nabastos talaga ako but I am afraid to do follow-up na reklamo kasi mas matagal na siya sa loob kaysa sa akin. Saka close siya sa GAD office, baka hindi pakinggan reklamo ko sa kanya.
Okay. Marami po tayong batas against sexual harassment, violence against women, and the recent one is RA 11313 or the Bawal Bastos Law. Okay, you can download a copy of that from the Philippine Commission on Women. Secondly, sa batas na yan, it is mandated also that agencies should have a CODI, Committee on Decorum and Investigation. So any violation on the rights of a woman, yung violence against women and sexual harassment, and all those identified under the Bawal Bastos Law, you can file a complaint, the verified complaint to the CODI because of So, ganun ang proseso.
Opo.
Okay.
So hopefully meron po silang CODI since AFP is a government naman. So
CODI.
kung ka-close po nung friend nyo, yung God office, kaya hindi po kayo mapakinggan, baka naman po si CODI, mapapakinggan po kayo. Opo.
Because it doesn't follow na si God ang may hawak ng CODI because
Yes, opo.
yan,
It's a separate-
chosen and then babae yung head niyan at strategic position po, may naka-lodge po yan sa isang na strategic position. So may decision making din po yan.
Opo. Ayan. Kung may mga gustong mag-benchmark din sa CODI namin, ayan, meron din po kaming CODI manual.
That's good.
Opo. So, yun. Maganda po na yung mga nilalabas na RA ay alam natin. Para tayong mga babae, alam din natin kung ano yung mga karapatan natin. Eh, syempre, same is true with the lalaki.
Okay,
Ayan.
good.
Okay. So, tingnan natin kung meron pa pong tanong sa naman, sa Facebook naman.
Wala. Parang wala yata.
Wala sa Facebook. Ayan, mukhang nag-e-enjoy lang sila sa, puro pasasalamat lang po yung sinasabi dito. Ay, opo pala, kasama din po nung RA 11313 yung Safe Spaces Act.
Ayun, yun siya.
Ay, siya yun. Yung isa po pala is yung sa
Sexual harassment.
sexual harassment. Opo.
Violence against women. Maraming batas
Opo.
yan eh.
Opo.
Oo. Pero pinaka-latest at pinaka-expanded is the
Yun.
Bawal Bastos Law or
Opo,
Safe
opo.
Spaces Act.
Yes. So, pwede dyan kahit pinaswitan lang kayo. Ayun. So, kung kahit ginanon lang kayo, kung feeling nyo na bastos kayo, ayan. Covered na po yun ng Safe Spaces Act. Ayan. So, ano pa ba? Okay, so I think wala nang hahabol, no? Ayun, thank you na daw, thank you. Okay, so thank you so much, Ma'am Fe.
You're welcome.
Ayan,
At your
thank you po.
service. Okay.
Ayun. Thank you po sa inyong lahat, sa ating mga participants. Well, kanina, si Ma'am Fe ang tinanong natin. Ngayon naman, si Ma'am Fe ang magtatanong. Ayan. So, it's game time na po. Okay. So, ang gagawin po natin dito, syempre, hindi namin kayo pasasagutin ng wala kayong premyo. So, yung makakasagot ng tama ay makakakuha po ng souvenir, DOST-STII souvenir item. Ayan. Okay, saglit lang po. Okay. So, ang unang tanong, kasi mag-isa lang po ang ating on-site na participant. So, siya ang unang tatanungin. Ayan. So, Ma'am Fe. Ayan. Sir Bri, ready ka nang sumagot? Lika dito. Nasa hot seat ka ngayon. Oh, dito ka. Kasi wala yung ibang sasagot.
Run to our resource speaker and correctly answer her question. Okay.
Ayan. Okay, so pag natanong mo ng tama, alam mo na.
Okay. Oo.
Ayan.
Okay,
Okay.
my question to you, sir, is what is it is socially and culturally constructed. Ano po 'yon?
Oh.
It is socially and culturally constructed.
A and B lang yun, ma'am, no?
Oh,
Two choices
two
lang.
choices lang. At yan ang yung ano kanina.
Yung definition ng ano. Okay.
Definition. It is social. Ang sagot? Ayan, nakuha
Ayan.
niya. Gender is the right answer.
Ayan. So, congratulations. Ayan, gender nga ang tamang sagot. Okay. Ayan, so, pangalawang t-shirt mo na yan. Okay, i-award ni ma'am yung token mo. Ayan. Okay. Congratulations. Okay. Nice. Yes, ma'am. Meron pa po. Okay. Ang pangalawa naman ay question para sa ating mga nasa FB Live. Okay.
Okay.
So, ang mangyayari po, pagkatapos po ng question ni Ma'am Fe, tatawagan niyo po yung number na ipapalabas sa screen. Ayan. So, naka-ready na po yung phone na tatawagan ninyo. Ayan. Sorry po dun sa mga walang load. Sabi po kasi nila hindi daw po uso ang load ngayon.
Okay.
Okay. So, ito po ang question para sa inyong mga nasa FB Live.
Okay, the question is, it is one of the manifestation of gender biases wherein a woman performs several tasks despite limited time and energy.
Wow. Pwede bang superwoman ang sagot?
Oh, superwoman. A
Ayan.
woman performs several tasks despite limited time and energy.
Ayan. So, anong tawag po doon? Okay. Tawag na po. Antayin natin. Medyo nadidelay lang po sila ng konti sa Facebook. So, kanina po, may tumatawag pa nung mga alas 11 na. Ayan, okay. Antayin natin. Opo. Okay. Sa ating mga nasa Zoom, mag-review na kayo. Kayo naman ang susunod.
Oo.
Ayan. And sana po yung matatawag from Zoom, pwede na yung audio niya, no? Para marinig na lang natin yung sagot niya. Ayan. Naku, wala pa pong tumatawag. Tawag na po kayo. Ayan. Ulitin nyo na lang po ulit, ma'am, yung
Okay, ang
tanong.
tanong po, it is one of the manifestation of gender bias wherein a woman perform several tasks despite limited time and energy.
Ayun. May tumawag na. Hello, good afternoon.
Despite limited time and energy. Ayun.
Naririnig ko yung... Okay, hello? Ay! Call ended. Naku, hindi kinaya ng load niya. Okay, so... Antayin po natin yung susunod na tatawag. I think yung... Parang yung signal po ng network. Kasi nagfa-fluctuate po siya. Ayan. Hello? Hello? Oh. Nawala din. Okay. Hello, magandang hapon.
Hello po.
Ano pong pangalan nila?
Hello?
Taga saan po sila?
Hello, sorry po.
Hello? Ma'am,
Yes,
taga saan
po.
po sila?
Taga Kainta po.
Kainta Rizal. Ano nga po ulit pangalan nyo, ma'am?
Mika.
Mika. Ayan. Ano po ang sagot ninyo?
Pwede po maulit yung question. Sorry po.
Ay, paulit daw po yung question. Ang galing.
Galing. Ano po, ang question ay, ito ay isa sa mga manifestation of gender bias. Yan ay when a woman performs several tasks despite limited time and energy. Dami niyang ginagawa.
Ayan. So, ano po yung tawag doon sa manifestation na yun?
Safe space act po.
Ano po?
Safe space act.
Safe Spaces Act? Hindi po, ma'am. Sorry.
Clue, mag-clue ba ako? Sayang.
Sige po.
2 words po siya.
2 words. Ay, wala na siya. Ayan, sige. May clue si ma'am para sa susunod na tatawag. 2 words. Ayan. Hello? Ayan.
Yes, good afternoon po.
Ma'am, siguro po pahinaan niyo po yung inyong monitor or audio.
Ayan, okay na po.
Ayan. Okay. So, ma'am, ano pong pangalan nila?
Erlyn po.
Ano po ulit?
Erlyn po.
Charlene. Ma'am, taga saan po sila?
Davao Region po.
Ano po ulit?
Davao Region po.
Davao! Okay, Davao Region. Ano po ang sagot nila, ma'am?
Multiple burden po.
Multiple burden.
Tumpak!
Tumpak! Ayan.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations, ma'am. And thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Ayan. So, multiple burden. Superwoman. Ayan. Sige. Okay. So, okay na tayo sa mga nasa Facebook Live. Ngayon naman, ang tatanungin natin ay yung mga nasa Zoom. Okay.
Dali lang ang ano ko.
Ayan, madali lang daw po ang tanong ni Ma'am sa mga nasa Zoom. Okay. So, sa mga nasa Zoom, andito po ang gagawin ninyo. Pero gagawin nyo yan pag sinabi ko po yung salitang go. Okay? So, eto po. You're going to type the name of our resource speaker, Maria Fe Singson. And then the first to correctly chat the speaker's name will be unmuted and must respond correctly to our speaker's question. So, dapat tama yung sagot. Okay? So, ready na po kayo, ma'am, sa inyong tanong? Ayan. So, since ready na po si ma'am sa kanyang tanong, pwede na po kayong magsulat ng kanyang pangalan in 3, 2, 1, go. Anong pangalan, ma'am? Sherry. Sherry Landico. Ayan. So, Miss Sherry Landico. Okay. Ito po ang tanong ni ma'am.
Ano ang Republic number ng Magna Carta of Women?
Women! Ano daw ang Republic Act number?
9710 po.
Ano po?
9710.
Okay.
Wow!
Very good. Thank you.
Ang galing! Congratulations po! Ayun, i-chat po kayo ni ma'am para sa inyong details, para maipadala po namin ang inyong papremyo. Ayan.
Salamat po.
So, thank you so much! Thank you so much, everyone! At syempre, dahil fruitful ng ating hapon, parang every year natin tong ginagawa, lagi tayong may bago na natututunan dito sa ating God. So, congratulations sa lahat ng ating mga winners at sa pagkakataong ito naman ay ibibigay natin ang Certificate of Appreciation para sa ating resource speaker. Sige. Okay, so bago po natin ibigay ang certificate, ayan, babasahin ko po muna ang citation. Ayan, and ang mag-a-award po sa kanya ng certificate ay ang ating head librarian, Ms. Linderlit M. Maglake. So this is the citation. Department of Science and Technology, Science and Technology Information Institute presents this certificate of appreciation to Maria Feby Singson for sharing her knowledge and insights as a resource speaker for the topic titled Basic Concepts on Gender and Development for Librarians at the 33rd Library and Information Services or LIS Month, with the theme, Let's Libraries, Learning, Empowering, and Transforming Society Through Libraries, held on 14 to 17 November 2023 at DOST-STII and live stream via Zoom and Facebook Live, given the 16th day of November 2023 in Bicutan, Taguig City. Signed, Richard P. Burgos, Director, DOST-STII. Dyan daw po. Ayan. Okay, so sa lahat po ng mga gustong magkaroon ng exploratory meeting para sa gustong makipag-collaborate po sa DOST-STII, pwede po kayong magpadala ng mensahe via email at library@stii.dost.gov.ph. Ayan, pwede nyo pong i-address ang inyo pong email sa ating director, si Sir Richard P. Burgos. Ayan, once again, thank you so much, ma'am. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa oras at pagkakataon na binigay niyo po para makasama namin kayo ngayong hapon. Ayan, syempre, kasama din po kayo, ating mga participants na mabibigyan ng Certificate of Participation provided, ayan, na nasagutan niyo po kanina yung attendance form, and maya-maya po ay yung ating evaluation form naman. Ayan. And, okay, sige, next slide po tayo. Okay, and in celebration of the LIS month, the DOST-STII has been conducting several online contests. At kasama po dito ang bookmark design contest, Webby selfie contest, book face photography, ano ang kwentong DOST-STII mo? Shelfie at DOST-STI Library and My Day at DOST-STI Library TikTok contest. Ayan, pwede nyo pong i-adapt din yung mga ganitong palaro sa inyong mga libraries. Ayan, kung hindi po kayo marunong mag-TikTok or kulang po yung content nyo sa TikTok, pwede po kayong magpa-contest sa mga clients. Ayan, so si DOST-STII is special library na open to the public. So wala po kaming specific na pinipili na clients. Okay. So nangyari pong lahat itong contest. Nag-start siya nung last week ng October hanggang November 7. And announcement po ng winners tomorrow in the afternoon. So, yung mga winners po natin, sendan na po sila ng emails to inform them na nanalo po sila and they are invited to come here and attend the ceremony on site. Yan. Okay, and then nagkaroon din po tayo ng mga hybrid sessions. Okay, so November 14, katulad po ng nabanggit ko kanina nung simula natin, nagkaroon tayo ng Designing Out-of-the-Box Programs for Libraries. This was delivered by Ms. Eunice Ann Y. Chua. And then November 15 ng AM, nagkaroon tayo ng session on Generative AI and Libraries, delivered by Mr. Dan Anthony Dorado. We also had The Future of Libraries, Innovative Spaces for Community Learning, delivered by Mr. Edgardo B. Quiros. And then this morning, I delivered the topic on establishing institutional archives. So ngayong hapon, itong basic concepts on gender and development for librarians. Tomorrow in the morning will be data analytics for librarians. So sana makasama pa ulit namin kayo bukas hanggang hapon. Ayan. Okay, so next po. Simultaneously, may nangyayari din pong training workshop sa ating Filipiniana section. So, nung November 14, nagkaroon na po ng training workshop on Introduction to 3D Printing. So, nandyan po yung 3D printer and nagprint po sila ng mga maliliit na characters. Ayan. So, this was facilitated by Puzzlebox 3D. Kahapon naman po, nagkaroon tayo ng Introduction to Robotics training workshop in the morning, facilitated by FELTA. And then in the afternoon, Introduction to Animation training workshop facilitated by LRN Ventures. Ngayon naman po, since this morning, nagkaroon tayo ng hands-on science experiment. So, nandun po sila sa taas. May dala-dala po si Science Star Corporation na mga materials na pwedeng gamitin ng ating mga participants. So, ang participants po natin dito ay open sa lahat, simula sa mga bata hanggang sa mga kahit anong edad. Basta interested na matuto. And then, may ongoing exhibit din po tayo. Kasama natin ang ating mga partners from FELTA, from Puzzlebox 3D, LRN Ventures, Science Star Corporation, Book Quick Marketing, Linar, and Learning is Fun. Tomorrow morning, magkakaroon tayo ng on-site game. This is the Amazing Race. Ayan. So, kung gusto nyo pong humabol, ayan, magpatala na po kayo. Okay? Kasi ang kailangan lang po dito is 2 sa isang team. So, each team will have a designated facilitator that will monitor the team status from the start until the end of the game. So, may kasama kayo. And then, the Amazing Race will consist of 8 stations. There will be specific activities in each station in which teams will be required to complete. After the completion of said task, participants will have to correctly answer a trivia question about DOST-STII in order to advance to the next station. And syempre, the first team to finish all stations wins the race. Prizes for our Amazing Race: first place, 3,000 pesos. Second place, 2,000 pesos. Third place, 1,000 pesos plus certificate of recognition and DOST-STI souvenir items sa lahat ng mga mananalo. Okay, so nandyan po ang QR code. Pwede nyo pong i-scan yan or kopyahin nyo po yung link para po makapag-register. Bukas po ito, magsisimula ng alas 9 hanggang alas 12 ng hapon. Okay. And next week naman po, ay gaganapin ang National Science and Technology Week. Ito po ay taon-taon po nating sineselebrate. Mangyayari po or ang venue ngayon ng ating main exhibit ay sa Iloilo City. So, yung exhibit natin is sa Iloilo Convention Center. And then meron din naman pong marine S&T exhibits and Hinabol or Natural Fiber and Tile exhibit. So, kung malapit po kayo sa mga areas na yan, pwede nyo pong puntahan. Libre din po, wala pong registration. Ayan. Okay, so ang theme natin ngayong taon for our NSTW is Siyensya, Teknolohiya at Inobasyon, Kabalikat sa Matatag, Maginhawa at Panatag na Kinabukasan, or Creating and Protecting Wealth through a Sustainable Blue Economy. So sana makapunta po kayo doon. And next po. Okay, so ito na po ang ating evaluation link. So pwede nyo pong i-scan yung QR or kopyahin po itong link ng evaluation. Sa ating mga nasa chat, ay nasa Zoom, ayan. Okay, so sa ating mga nasa Zoom, nakalagay na po sa chat box ang link ng evaluation. Gayon din po sa ating mga nasa Facebook Live. So nakapin na din po, nakalagay din po sa comment section yung link for the evaluation. Ang evaluation link is open or will be open until tomorrow, 17 ng 5:00 p.m. Ayan. So may time pa po kayo kung hindi po kayo makasagot ngayon. Pwede nyo pong sagutin yan until tomorrow ng 5 p.m. After that, ay i-close na po yung link. For the information po of everyone, hindi po magpapadala ang DOST-STI Library ng links ng attendance and evaluation via Messenger or Facebook Live. Ayan. So muli, simula kaninang umaga sa lahat ng mga participants natin hanggang ngayon, sa inyo pong lahat, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig. Maraming salamat pong muli sa ating resource speaker. Ayan. At sana po ay magkita-kita tayo muli bukas ng umaga hanggang hapon. Ako pong muli ang inyong moderator, Irene Alice Brillo, saying, ingat sa pag-uwi, ingat sa pag-withdraw. Ayan, ingat sa pag-withdraw. Ayan, paalala po yan ng aming budget officer. And ingat sa paggasta. Ayan. So, thank you once again and see you all tomorrow.
NSTW, science is for everyone. Mayroong pag-asa at solusyon sa anumang sitwasyon. Gamit ang teknolohiya, iisa ang layunin. Buhay at bayan ay paunlarin. Mga ideyang bago, heto na't makikita mo. Bid ng DOST, ang National Science and Technology. Madaming opportunity.